everybody? Welcome back to episode 68 of the JAAM podcast. It's JJ Allen, the way it always is.
The way
it
always
Oh my
is.
gosh, 68 episodes
68
in. Get the names right. I'm still seeing y'all. Comment with the correct name and your favorite member right now.
Oh God.
Yes, sir.
No, actually, because like we be getting recognized and he be like, yeah, bro, the one with the dreads. And I'm like, the one dreads.
Dude with the
What's his name, gang?
Oh my God.
What's
Yeah,
up, bro?
bro.
I gotta start asking niggas when I see them in public. Yo, what's your favorite episode since you like it so?
And then, and then you got to really think about this.
What's top 5?
Look, you got to think about this too, right? Like, we really got white ass names. We don't got no Javion.
We don't got
no damn
well,
Trey.
AB has ethnically African name.
Yeah, but like he's called AB. Yeah, he don't go by it. Like, yeah. So like,
Everyone's like, what's your name? Right now, yeah. What?
But before you even begin to feast your eyes on this amazing episode,
on God.
Oh my God.
hit that hype button right now.
Hit the hype
I
button right
appreciate
now.
y'all.
What are you doing if not liking, commenting, subscribing, and pushing your favorite podcast? We're back each week. We be trying to entertain y'all. We be trying to keep it real with y'all, and we think that deserves a little bit of support. So,
Yes, sir.
Alan, tell them where they can find their favorite.
Where can they find
Find
it?
this, bro. Cause it's like y'all, it's all black businesses till it's not.
On God.
It's all we need to bring back Black Wall Street till it's not.
Till it's
And you
not.
sell your business off to the white man.
On bro.
Cause Meta, y'all, y'all can find
You're
this
politicking as usual.
find this shit on
Where can they find us, gang?
YouTube. You watching on this Spotify,
Ooh.
that's popping. ACAT, Prime, you know.
That's Bezos, boy. Stop it.
Instagram, you know, TikTok. They doing us crazy on
They
there.
is doing us crazy.
Shout out to TikTok.
They
Go show
pushing
some love
our
over
shit,
there. We
man.
love the Spotify. We love the YouTube, but
We
TikTok
do.
in particular is trying to hold us back.
Yeah, on God.
Patreon.
We
Patreon.com/the JAAM Podcast.
Of course. And why should you go and find us? Well, that's because we have a bit jam-packed episode.
What's in this episode, gang?
This episode, if y'all will indulge me in going over a little preview, we will be catching up with y'all, fam. Know what I'm saying?
Yes,
See
sir.
what the Jam Talks hitting on. Please leave your comment on every platform with hashtag Jam Talks to
bro.
increase your likelihood of being featured in an episode.
Thank you.
We will be reading them and we will be talking to y'all each week. So thank you. I know we're not going to do a lot today because Alan also does have to go. So we're going to try to run through this as fast as possible. We got Ryan Clark. We're gonna get into the banter and some news updates. We got Ryan Clark surprise firing from what, ESPN, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what we going on. Budget cuts. We ain't getting no blacks.
Budget cuts.
We ain't getting no blacks. They fired a round of people at ESPN because of network changes. Same thing that happened with Joanne
Network
Reed
change.
earlier this year.
And now it's Ryan Clark is a bad analyst, so sure, gang.
all of a sudden,
All of a
y'all
sudden.
was enjoying
You
it.
know they didn't.
That's a Hall of Famer in the sport.
They didn't fire Max Kep.
I want Iguodala.
We didn't got it.
I don't
Take us through the topics, gang. Whatever, bro.
Fate of the universe. I want Iguodala. He's kept his job after that.
You should stick to like boxing. I don't know if you should touch that or like basketball.
But we got plenty of fights that we will be fighting on every front, including following up with the mayor of New York currently fighting American propaganda and this half of the world
Yeah, on God.
trying to arrest a war criminal. Mamdani came out with his official calling for Bibi Netanyahu to be arrested, even though he unfortunately cannot do it himself. But I seen CNN and them jumped on the headline. He promised to arrest him. He can't do it. We're going to talk.
No.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to get into why all these companies must keep you docile and must frame things in the worst way possible. But then, speaking of being docile and framing things in the worst way possible, Unfuck America tour. We're gonna talk about what happened with Unfuck America. I've steered clear of them because they give me weird vibes, and I've heard things already in the creator space about what they be on. And they're back at it again with an attempted smear of Abdul El Sayed for platforming Jake Lang. What?
Well, yeah.
I interviewed him I can't believe this. Why would he platform white
Give it a
supremacy?
little enthusiasm.
We're gonna do with some enthusiasm, talk about that race, give a little update, and also talk about the Unfuck America tour and what that has to do with everything. Then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of every episode, aka the bag works. AB getting at it with some more updates on Nolan Wells. We will be keeping y'all posted with what happened because we still don't know. But
still don't
Ben
know.
Crump did just drop the autopsy, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
we'll
we're gonna
go over that.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at it.
You haven't
so-
seen it?
No, I haven't seen
Oh,
nothing about it.
okay,
So
okay.
I opened my phone and I saw a diagram of the drawing of the back of somebody's head. And I was
That was
like,
the first thing we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It is kind of wild. But.
Okay, we're gonna get into the details of that and where everything's going on because I did just see. Oh, I love that we get to talk about the dude too.
Who,
Our
that white boy?
favorite uncle. I can't even call him that because he's gonna be like, they call me this for political opinions. Officer Tatum got an exclusive
God.
interview with one of the
Yeah,
white friends
yeah.
that were there today. So we're gonna talk
Because
a
the
little
white
about
friend
him.
went to Officer Tatum first. That should
Reputable source.
Mind
Mind you, Officer Tatum, I publicly blasted him because he just like made up lies about Breonna Taylor like right after she got murdered. Because this is like the type of human being that is.
Yeah.
We went to him as our coming out to the media. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that and what was said in that interview. But then we are also gonna move into Stream University. Oh my God, we're gonna talk about Streamer University.
It just ended. We got to recap it. We got to chop it up. We got to give flowers. We also got to give criticism.
These
niggas.
They let us have nothing. All right, stay tuned. Hear what we gonna say. You gonna watch it anyway. Now I'm saying. We gonna talk on that same note. Black Boy Max and OJ.
Yeah.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about what happened at Stream University, that whole situation. Black Boy Max continuing to be in the media because y'all refuse to be liberated, and how y'all are also two-faced. So we'll get into all that stuff, and then finally getting into, I guess this is kind of like the doom of the day. But either way, any of these could really be the doom of the day. Wesley Bell. Why haven't we talked about him? I've noticed on my timeline that like we get a lot of Haley Stevens. We get a lot.
I ain't even seen him on bro.
I
That's
haven't
why.
seen him in a video. Like
Yeah.
I'm freaking out because
I didn't even know he ran.
Yeah.
Like I forgot his primary because literally I haven't seen him.
Yes. So in St. Louis, there's a primary election happening the same day as Abdul El Sayed's race. And it's between Cori Bush and Wesley Bell. We're going to talk about why you should care, why you probably haven't been seeing anything about Wesley Bell, and why he's an op, and also probably one of the greatest threats to the black community right now.
Shit.
What does he mean? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh God.
Before you find out, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all of our individual platforms. Of course, JAAM8.
What you want, Matt?
Alan Arnold.
AB the artist. Yes, sir.
Of course. And without further ado, let's
Fit
go
check,
in
bro.
reverse order and let's go in the
Ooh,
mag.
the mash.
The
nigga.
mag.
We'll never do the mash. nigga. This is the first out of 67 or 68.
Can't go jam forward, man. Mad.
You know what I mean? I got the dunk song. You know what I'm saying? I've been wearing these more just because I never wear these. So
Hang out.
got the dunk song. You feel me? Got the Who the Size War
It
on.
was really charging the 180 for Panda Dunk.
I bought mine for 300. Yeah, we not talking about it.
Yeah, that was back when the hype. Yeah.
310.
This nigga for everything.
I bought Panda Dunks for 310.
Yeah, the Department of Justice needs to go find who
Yeah,
the fuck
no, I ain't gonna
All
lie.
them white women start dropping and start wearing
Yeah,
shit.
over
Pre
with.
$60.
Over with, bro.
Yeah.
white woman inflation, nigga.
Yeah, literally.
White woman inflation.
No, like that.
Khakis with some pandas.
Got the what is this? Veil. Yeah, got the veil top on. Changed that. You feel me? Got the hair up. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Got no beam
Oh,
for
they're
the
going
6th week in a row.
Oh my God.
I got my whole shit growing out, my neck getting fuzzy. It's all types of shit going on.
Nah, bro,
like the
it's
video
because-
so I can get a haircut. Yeah, continue,
Nigga acting
gang.
like he's
Hey,
hard.
Nah, it's
Yeah, I
all
need
you, gang.
I need a beam update in a second. Y'all might have to leave that like. I'm not going.
Yeah, leave that light, gang.
Oh God,
One of
oh
the
God.
A's can have it.
We
that
got
one.
the motherfucking
Oh,
Big
my
goddamn
God.
Amados.
Don't even
Shout out
say no.
Amato World. Eat some custom
Yo.
chucks.
Damn, them
This is
bitches are
crazy.
hard.
Hey,
Chucks.
Custom
Chucks.
chucks.
Hold
The
on,
chucks are
flip the
out
tongue.
today.
They're out.
Flip the tongue, man. You gotta.
Oh yeah, you gotta flip the tongue.
Wait, what? Oh my God, I haven't seen that. What does that say?
All on the inside. I think it's like just Amato World all over it.
To those of you listening
Jesus
on
Christ.
Spotify, they're teal blue Chuck Taylors with,
with
red writing.
they
graphic.
fire.
Yeah, they fire.
And we
That's
got
hard.
shorts.
Door to door.
George song.
You forgot
Had
the
to
long
rep
socks.
this out.
nigga.
Got JD. JD sent us some jerseys.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
shout
Shout
out
out
JD.
JD.
Sean Witherspoon collab.
I
Yeah.
should have
Nigga,
worn
man.
mine, you know. Shout out, hey, the fucking Chucks with
Yeah,
the Sean
exactly.
Witherspoon. That
So
matched
hard,
perfectly.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
I've never seen that
Goddamn.
colorway match
With the Bape hoodie on.
with the and that glow green too. So
Yeah,
turn
and
the
that
lights
little
on.
green too.
Alan just that nigga for
It
real.
really is
He really
just,
just that
it's
nigga.
a way of life.
What can I
Do-rag.
say?
It's a way of life.
Do-rag.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all hit the hype so I can get a another braid appointment and a haircut. So yeah, that's the fit.
That's the fit.
Yeah, I guess we all need a fucking
Ring.
haircut. Cause
Oh,
I ain't
yeah,
got my
it's getting-
goddamn haircut
Get
either,
my
nigga.
It's getting
It's
serious.
getting
Wait till what I say.
You know, the boy got the military blue.
Military blue.
On the feet, you know what I'm saying? Got the regular blue jogging pants, you know what I'm saying? With the zip on the side.
With the zip on the
zip
side.
Coach shirt.
Coach
shirt.
and shit.
This is the oversized tee, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Oversized
nice.
and
Hey,
shit.
Coach got some
Little
nice-
chain on
Got
the
that
chain,
tennis.
little watch on the ring.
Got the watch.
Little satchel.
Got the satchel.
New satchel.
Satchel.
New satchel.
Hey,
coming
at this
soon,
point, we
you know what I'm
70 episodes in. Coach, the reason why you haven't hit him up is because you're scared.
saying?
Yeah.
I actually gotta reach out to Coach my damn self.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
ain't gonna lie.
Them
see
niggas probably don't know who the
Close-
fuck I am.
They better.
Closed mouths don't get fed, bro. We gotta start emailing everybody.
I mean,
Hell
it's
yeah,
not.
real
I
I mean,
want reparations.
I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, the reinvention that Coach is doing is going to younger influencers. So
Real.
I don't think it's crazy.
Hell
Real.
yeah.
That's how they
Matter of time,
rebranding
matter
that
of
shit.
time.
Oh, bro.
On that Mark
Deb,
Jacobs
yeah.
route.
Josh, what you got on, gang?
Last but not least, had to go chuck on him as well.
Oh my God, what happened ever?
Big off
Oh
white.
my God, what happened to Virgil? Off white. Chuck Taylor, know what I'm saying? Shout out Virgil, you know, R.I.P. I wrote a book report about him in sophomore year of high school. Yeah,
Word.
my broadcasting class, yeah.
Nigga fired.
What the hell? Why am I never know
Fun
that.
facts about Jay.
I did. I wrote a
hard.
little report about him because you know what I'm saying. Chicago, know what I'm saying. Did he go to school at a certain point, like out here, and that's when he met Ye or some shit? Was it?
Nah,
out in
he
Cali?
met Ye like later because he was throwing parties, but he went to school like more like deep in Illinois,
Yeah,
not in
yeah,
Chicago.
not in Chicago, but yeah, I
he
remember
was just
hearing.
partying and shit.
Joliet Demon.
Jolly.
Jolly. I don't
But now
know.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
it's
you know, you
somewhere. I
got
don't know.
Got the Chuck Taylor, now I'm saying orange on the bottom, now I'm saying. Then you got the I don't know what these are. It might be like
Civil regime, yeah.
Civil regime, you know, joggers, now I'm saying can't go wrong with them. Oh, those big right letters on the side that say
Fire.
Jackie Robinson, Brooklyn Doyer.
Ooh.
Brooklyn Doyers,
42.
42. Jackie Robinson Day is April 15th, I think, in MLB. So yeah,
Shout out.
The more you know. Chain stack, you know, navy blue or undershirt. Now I'm saying, you know, the blues rocking and everything.
Got the blues.
Pretty much it. Yep. It's getting frizzy outside.
It's just because it's summer, bro.
next time I'm gonna ask my loctician a little bit more mousse and a little bit longer.
Wait, where'd
of
you
a
get your hair done?
This was before we left, right?
It's right before we went to Charlotte. So like
2 weeks ago.
7th or
Damn, yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
man.
that sun,
Yeah,
bro.
it's that sun.
That's
And my
another
hair
reason why I
growing back
haven't,
and shit.
bro, that's why I haven't got a retwist, bro. Or I haven't even
I'm
take
taking
mine
his
out
ass.
because I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a retwist immediately just because, bro, it's just.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so far. I was just telling JJ, it's like y'all could just move y'all hair in any type of way. Like you could do
Yeah.
a ponytail bun, like the motherfucker too frizzy. but-
It's easier said.
I don't be rocking my hair in different styles as much as I need
Me
to,
neither,
but I
bro.
like keeping it in a way where I can have the option. I just need to. It's the summer. You're supposed to wait. Like I try to wait like 4 to 6 weeks for the retwist, so you don't overdo it. Nigga,
No, I'm not
by
gonna
week
lie.
2.5, this shit.
Summer is like the biggest threat to black hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
like actually.
like
It is
yes.
the biggest threat.
Yeah, you can't even get
Literally.
relief. I'm putting my hair back. It's a ponytail. I'll be fine. Back of my neck, 900
Bro, no,
degrees.
like actually, it's
Hanging
bad,
here.
bro. I ain't even trying to be outside
Yeah.
for real, bro.
It's like, bro, you gotta buy like really expensive products for that shit to hold.
Oh
like,
yeah, the oil
man.
and the other stuff. I'm just glad we don't live in the South. That's the only thing saving niggas because
hell
unironically, that
no.
humid 110 degrees
Yeah,
with
in
my hair,
Charlotte?
I'd be bald. I'd go bald.
Nigga.
I'd go bald.
Shoot myself to the
Yeah,
church.
I'd just be bald, gang. It's merch.
Yep.
Waves.
Nah, I couldn't.
Okay. Without further ado, let's get into what's going on in the world and the timeline and in the jam community. What's the jam fam saying?
What they saying, man? What they
I got a few of them. Cause like they not really response. They just, a lot of love and admiration. We appreciate it very much.
Appreciate you, man.
This one is on YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to the YouTube. Name is Lyris. Lyris, I think. That's how you say it. Lyris.
Shout out to
Lyris.
Okay. Wait, why is the new letters getting put in there?
don't know,
How do you
man.
spell it?
Lylyris.
Lyl?
Lyris?
That's why there's new letters.
All right, shout out to you. Sorry we butchered your name.
Nah, real. Hashtag Jam Talks. Every single thing all four of y'all say, feel, or think is exactly the same perspective I have. Thank you all for using your platform to saying everything in the rawest way possible. Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, bro. Then I got another
Is
one.
it a man or woman?
What happened?
Is it a man or woman?
Oman.
Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you.
Well, whatever you identify.
Oh, God.
Appreciate
Whatever your
you.
pronouns is.
You wouldn't understand how much of a war it is to literally like maintain that. Like it's
real
not
life.
like is overtly like don't do this shit, but like you can tell by how they interact, by
Yeah.
willingness to cut checks, by niggas' willingness to even like partner with us, that it's like it's very valuable to have people who will be authentic and not filter themselves.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the game of like longevity. Like the longer you're in it, the more secure you are and able to like do what you want to do. But starting it, it's a gamble.
Yeah,
Niggas
real.
want to tell you all type of shit. We said nah, gang. So
Oh,
that's why
God.
we're
I
here
mean, we
able-
could have been up like at least 1 million by now.
Oh yeah.
But, like,
if my topic
If we were
for
like, let's go on.
If we-
Yeah, it would have been over.
If we was on
Says.
if we was on Officer Tatum, we would be straight. Or if like my topic this week wasn't my topic this week, we'd be straight.
Yeah.
But like it's choices like that like people do hit us up and be like, that's exactly what I was feeling too, because it's like you get to say things that people are all feeling.
Yeah.
Even it's funny we talk about Officer Tatum because I feel like a lot of it's a squirrel, but I feel like a lot of black conservatives like get off this thing where they're like, I'm just saying the too controversial thing, and it happens to be the one that humanizes the racist people all the time.
Yeah.
It's like this is unironically the too controversial shit, literally. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how it's been. But yeah, appreciate your support.
Nah, that's real. Another Jam Talks from L on Spotify this time.
Shout
Shout
out,
out
shout out to
Spotify.
Spotify.
Shout out Spotify. You know what I mean?
Stranger thing.
Hashtag 11.
Oh my god.
You lie. You lie. You lie. Hashtag Jam Talks. I really enjoy the pod, and the fit chicks have definitely pushed me to think more about fashion. I want to learn how to sew so I can alter thrifted clothes,
Bang.
W, and find my own style. I also will 100% be purchasing Jam merch when it drops. What I would give for a Jam baseball cap.
Hey,
Oh, you giving us ideas.
this is
It's so bad. Like it needs to happen now.
I'm
Like,
not
even
gonna lie.
yesterday, a nigga was like, "Bro, y'all got merch." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." It's coming. I swear to
it's
God.
coming.
Hey,
It's
I'm not gonna
coming,
lie.
man.
I almost like it now the way it is because it's becoming more and more allure. Like niggas is really
It's
waiting.
just like
We
getting
went to
hype.
the mayor's
We gonna be
birthday
50.
party. Yo,
Man, this merch
It's
finna
coming.
drop.
It's coming.
Yo, we went to the mayor's birthday party like months ago, and the nigga, one of the first thing, we ain't even walk in the door yet. First thing they come to, yeah, I love y'all. Yeah, let me know when that merch drop.
Oh, bro.
It's been consistent. We not gonna tell you when it's gonna happen too. One of these days
It's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
wake
a
up.
surprise.
God.
You gonna
Sold out, nigga. What?
This is why- no. In all seriousness, because these niggas don't want the sales for real.
We will
If you
get
do merch sales and you do merchandising, reach out to us. Because
Yeah.
like real life, I think
Vendors too.
genuinely,
like,
yeah, and vendors. I think genuinely what the biggest thing is, and we've talked about it multiple times on the pod, bro. It's hard to run a podcast, live life, do all these things solo, and do merch, bro. It's like niggas is trying to build out multiple different arenas at the same time without funding and without that security. So it's like we're at the point in the career where it's like, yeah, bro, if y'all do like genuinely have people or know people that do these things, yeah, reach out to us, bro.
say you want to sew?
Yeah, like you say you want to sew, nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's Jam Sweatshop. You know what I mean?
My God.
But like, nah, in all seriousness though, like all of that help is appreciated for real. Just because like even like JJ was saying a little earlier, bro, it is hard to maintain authentic in the space and not sell out, bro. When it come to like how be, especially when you young like us, bro, you don't know how many want to bend over and just get fucked by some dumbass contract and be like, oh, okay, just sign your whole shit away and we'll give y'all a little bit of money. It's never gonna be money that you're gonna see when you 30, money that you're gonna see when you 40. We'll give y'all this little check and then y'all can do this, and it's like,
and in return, integrity. Even when it comes to generating revenue, like through clothes, like you could just sweatshop it, like these massive ass manufacturers do.
Exactly.
But why
We
would
could
you
go
wanna do
to
that?
we could go to some in some other country that, you know what I mean, but it's like, bro, it's not trying to give y'all shit ass quality. It's not trying to cheap
out on
cheap out. Exactly. We want to
Yeah.
do it the right way, and that's how we always feel about everything that we do, bro.
Yep.
Like Jam doing shit the right way, merch doing shit the right way. We appreciate all of the comments like this for real, because like,
Trust me, when it come out, though,
when it come out,
hits
y'all
the
will know. I
streets,
promise.
You will know. for
Literally,
when it
sure.
hits
bro.
the streets, it's gonna be a seismic shift on the block.
Yeah, no.
I've been wanting some Jam merch, nigga. By the time when that shit come out, I'm not about to wear no more fit. It's not gonna be
No,
no fit.
exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when it do
It's
come
gonna
out,
be
bro, like
Jam on the left.
then our clothes problem is solved.
Yeah,
every
for sure.
day.
Yeah,
Like,
for
yeah,
sure.
every episode we having a new jumpsuit and shit.
Yeah,
so
but please do keep it tuned in for when that does happen.
Oh, God.
Maybe we'll drop a special episode, maybe like episode 100 or something. I don't know. I'm just
maybe, who knows?
but we'll be there with y'all. Appreciate
W comments.
WW.
Yeah, that was my
y'all.
two.
Shout out the Ville. Shout out the Jam family. Appreciate y'all. And remember, hashtag Jam Talks, of course. Let's get into some banter. So we're gonna try to run through this. Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is a friend of the show. Friend of ours through the internet, because somehow we ended up on a nigga's radar. We've ended up on everybody's radar at this point.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
He's been doing this shit for a long time, man.
Yeah, bro.
I know you really fuck with him. You probably fuck with him a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, my dad, I grew up watching the nigga. My dad knew the nigga, Steelers, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'd never forget with that, don't fry me, gang. The big ass Pizza Hut. You get the Pizza Hut.
Holy fuck.
And you get the, I knew he was gonna say that. Look, you get the Pizza
was a
Hut.
staple back
And
then.
you
man.
dip in the
Hut?
pizza in the marinara sauce, and we did that. We bought the big ass Pizza Hut pizza.
nigga face. I ain't never seen
Look.
such disgust.
We bought the big ass. Look. These niggas don't know.
No,
Look.
don't say these
No,
niggas.
Nah.
Hey,
Pizza Hut back then was way different.
Pizza
It was
Hut-
different,
it's
exactly.
now.
Hey,
Terrible
Pizza Hut
now.
prior to 2015 was soloing Domino's,
on
Little
God.
Caesars,
On God.
was soloing all them niggas.
It
Yeah.
was.
yeah.
It
Pizza
was.
Hut prior to
What was you?
2015.
Nigga was getting
Y'all
Little
niggas
Caesars.
So what was
gang.
you? What was you around that
Little
time?
Caesars, niggas, Little Caesars, Beggars, Nino's, nigga.
Nino
It-
paid.
That's what it was.
Nino
What he
paid, nigga.
Alright.
Nino's.
Y'all was nigga. Y'all had
Beggars.
Y'all had inflated crust on y'all pizza.
Okay. That's
I
like,
wasn't
listen,
eating the
sorry.
inflated
I
crust.
feel like no. Pizza Hut definitely wasn't they the first ones to do like the cheese.
The cheese
stuff?
They
stuff,
were.
bruh.
Yeah,
They were.
they
Well,
were.
I might have just had it at a
Pioneers.
different time because I had that shit. That shit was ass. Keep telling your story.
Look, we had the Super Bowl party when the Steelers was in the Super Bowl. We had the little yellow flags. We was doing the shit. So like, Steelers fans, and then my dad was just always a fan of Ryan Clark, watching that nigga. I can't believe they fired him the way they did, bro.
Yeah. how did
Like,
that happen?
nigga, they fired him on air.
On
air.
He was on air and he was gone.
They
Like,
said
yeah,
that he didn't come back for like the last 10 minutes of the show.
because he was gone.
They like let him know. They
Yeah.
pulled him to the side. Hey,
It's because
bucko.
apparently they said the media was getting out about it already, the firing. So like before they could tell him, so they just did it like right then and there.
Why do that though?
Because that's how they treat niggas.
That's how
They're
they-
so,
that's
like,
how they-
what,
bro.
If
They
it
do
was
be
somebody
crazy like
white,
that.
they would have let the whole shit play out and
Oh,
then
God.
made a statement
Yeah.
afterwards.
Like what happened
was
to
They
the
would have
honest,
fired the
like-
person who leaked the shit if it was
I
somebody
don't
white.
care what you
Exactly,
say,
yeah.
like, bro. First off, we don't live in an age where anyone's a good sports analyst. That's not what you're
Yeah.
on there for.
nigga?
There's not a thing. So like, but when you have a nigga like Ryan Clark that is on there who has his own pod that
Yeah.
brings in millions of views,
Yeah.
you know that following is going to go when he sports analyzed. So it's like
Yeah.
you just dropped him for no reason, in the most disrespectful way. And of course, the dumb white people are going to be like, well, they fired him for a reason. He's a shit analyst. But it's like,
Like
Every
who's a real
every
analyst?
black person is shit at something.
No.
when they get
I was
fired.
gonna say, is it
Dwayne
not?
Reed.
I was just gonna say, is it
views.
not pattern recognition? pattern recognition that like every time a black person get fired like abruptly, it's always because they were just shit at their job. It could be no other reason other than Joyanne Reed, she's wasn't pulling views. Oh, Ryan Clark, he's wasn't good at but like, what are we talking about? Let's really be, why are they on the show or why are they doing it for 10, 15 years before and then just 1 year happens? They just not good no more. All right.
Gang, Joyanne Reed was in TV for like 15 years and then they gave her prime time in 2020 after George Floyd got murdered. And then they just all of a sudden, it wasn't the ratings, gang. Get her out of there. It's the moment she started making a turn to Gaza too. Like, my thing is,
I wouldn't be surprised if niggas got laid off because they asked for more money.
Either that or, I mean, you know what Ryan Clark talks about on his podcast as well.
You know the type of man he is. You know his integrity.
The Jalen Browns of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, moments like this is funny because it's always like breakthrough things where like people go into the sports world to like propagandize themselves and escape sometimes. Like sometimes it's not propaganda because sporting actually does bring communities together. Like I wish we lived in a world, and I keep saying it, where like you could do a sporting thing and determine a war as opposed to like real war, because that's how people be feeling about sports. It like brings you together in that way. But like, the thing about it is we're seeing like all these people get removed from the corporate media, which controls ESPN, Disney, all that shit. And they're always niggas. Like the niggas and the minorities and like the women and stuff are always the first ones on the chopping block when we have budget cuts. And then like that'll break through into the world of the sports for like half a second. And then the people will turn their minds back off and get back. There's no racism problem.
But then they'll do 3,000 episodes of Joe Rogan talking about absolutely the fuck nothing.
When is like the budget cut gonna hit and then like John Oliver out of here? Like they just got Stephen Colbert because Trump attacked him. When is the white legacy niggas? When is Max Kellerman gonna be fired for saying Andre Iguodala? Like when are any of these niggas who you don't even know their name? They all have the same archetype white nigga with a beard who've been on the show for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. When are they gonna be the ones where the plug is randomly pulled even though they're beloved?
It ain't never like what's it called with them? It ain't never like a performance issue with them.
No, it's never. And they're also the majority of the industry.
Yeah.
So why is it that when we have cutbacks, them niggas aren't the ones being hit first? There's more of them in the thing. It's always like, we had these DEI niggas here, so now we got budget because they can go first.
Terrible.
And that's racist. You can't just do that.
Niggas be wildin'. I think you like the video. He was covering the World Cup. And he was there. He was talking about like all the hate like Spain is getting. And he was yeah, my son. He was like, my son told me I want to be an astronaut. Mind you, he's on the large stage of like the entire world. Everyone's watching him. He's like, yeah, I told my son. He was like, you're going to work a regular job in taxes and like the rest of us. He's like, you're going to work like a cog. And I was like, yo, this is wild. Some random dude.
Yeah. They not bad at their job.
And I'm like, bro, who is actually a sports analyst?
Yeah, like I'm not going to lie. They don't even.
What are the purposes?
The ones that are actually sports are like, the ones that are actually sports analysts, believe it or not, are usually niggas and usually women. Why? Because you're not gonna get on primetime television on ESPN if you're shit.
Yeah.
And you're black. It's not gonna. Or
and a lot of them also were in the league. That's why, like, I take their position.
Like this nigga Ryan Clark was in the league. You got niggas that have never played. Stephen A. has never played professional sports.
100 million.
100 million to the nigga though.
You're
like
talking about people who actually played in the league. I'm like, all right.
It's because you could control people like Stephen A. and what they are saying, and you're not going to be able to control someone like Ryan Clark though.
Yeah.
Nope.
It is what it is,
and
bro.
That's why people are moving away from legacy media.
Yeah, exactly.
They're fucking themselves over.
Ryan, come on the jam, gang.
Oh God. Yep. We fuck with you, and we fuck with people who maintain their independence in this era, even though it's coming at a cost. Like niggas is real life getting fired, just like niggas was getting fired after Charlie Kirk. It's like we don't talk about it, but yeah, whenever there's retaliation or unemployment happening, it's hitting niggas first, even if it doesn't have to, and even if it's not because Ryan Clark forgot how to fucking analyze sports all of us. Like, no, the nigga was good. It's just the other shit they want to do it because it's elective. They don't see it as important, and that's the problem. But you know, that it is what it is. Corporate media is fucking themselves over. And another instance of how they're fucking themselves over is Zohran Mamdani. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, no, like
it's literally like it's like he pops up, smiles, and then like 5 CNN reporters like spontaneously combust. It's like you have to try to find some way to paint the nigga weird. And it's because he's representing a threat to those interests. That's the problem, right? It's that like this whole like you don't be controversial. It's literally just saying like, well, this is the realm of acceptable opinions that we have. you can't stray from those.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, no, the fact that you have those opinions are directly tied to who owns these networks and what narratives are okayed in those circles. Zohran Mamdani gave a speech like yesterday where he calls for the arresting of Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel.
Bang out.
And I saw like the talk about it and how he acknowledges that he can't do. Let's actually just take a look at his clips, because I'm like, the nigga talking like he president of the galaxy. So let's go live to the mayor of New York.
Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal, the architect of a horrific genocide against the Palestinian people. He is responsible for the killing of more than 73,000 people, for the maiming of tens of thousands of children, as those who survive undergo amputation without anesthesia,
Literally not
for the
that hard to
targeting
say.
of neonatal hospitals and maternity care centers, denying newborns even the chance to live, for the countless people he starved as he blocked food and humanitarian aid from reaching them, for the gunning down of hundreds of aid workers and journalists. And just last month, the UN confirmed that Palestinian children continue to be deliberately targeted and killed by Israeli armed forces, more than 8 months after the so-called ceasefire. The list goes on and on, all as we, as Americans, pay for the bombs that do the killing. There is a reason the International Criminal Court issued a warrant for his arrest. As human beings, we have spent generations building a shared understanding that there are crimes so grave they offend all of humanity. Anyone, with their eyes, with their heart, with their conscience, should recognize the devastation he has wrought and understand that he belongs before a court of law. As I've said, I agree with the ICC that Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested and tried for his crimes, as I do for anyone else charged by the ICC. My administration has reviewed every avenue available under applicable law to determine whether New York City could execute the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant if Benjamin Netanyahu came here. It is clear that we do not have the independent legal authority to enforce this warrant. The federal government, however, does, and I call on them to join the ICC and execute this warrant. And I want to be equally clear. Benjamin Netanyahu is not welcome in New York City, nor is any other war criminal at large. While we cannot end the genocide on our own, we can decide whether our silence will become another weapon, and we can examine every tool we have to defend the humanity and dignity of all people. That is my commitment to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I think we should
is it
change
really
the
that hard?
Constitution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because, okay, so here's my thing, right? Like, yes, okay, BB is not going to rock up in New York and then have the SWAT team land on it and then take the custody, sadly. That's what.
Why though?
Because
that's my question. What was the reasoning that they figured out why they didn't have the authority?
I guess just local police departments are not empowered to comply with the International Criminal Court. Like the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, they do a similar like thing when it comes to investigating and like looking after war crimes and all types of stuff, trying to maintain like international law, but they don't have as much power to like go after people directly or like to put troops anywhere. The ICC does. Usually it's supposed to be a bigger deal once you get indicted with an arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court. The problem is,
do they have their own like police organization?
I don't know if they have their own police organization. I think they do have more like UN forces, or they can like work in conjunction with like other nations. But the problem is that America and America's allies have skirted international law.
Yeah, we get to do whatever the fuck we want.
The international law is pretty much what we determine it is. So Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested. He could be arrested. If there was an American president willing to do it, he would be arrested. Yeah. But they spent millions and millions and billions to ensure that that's not the case and that there's not even politicians that would call for that. The thing that I find very valuable about this is just that, like, yeah, you should be talking. They should be talking like this. That should be the standard for any fucking left-wing.
Is that not? I didn't even realize it wasn't until the video blew up. No. I'm like, why did the video blow up?
Yeah.
There's literally not even a standard of politicians going around saying they need to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu.
No.
I mean, I guess the exact same time that the exact same way people don't say genocide.
It's so crazy how like you really just like you start at square one in terms of like that video as a concept is the most simple thing that any of you politicians can really be doing to really be like, yo, I'm for y'all. But like we haven't even hit that base.
And with 73,000 people confirmed by the enemy
Confirmed.
with 73,000 people dead.
And it's
And y'all
so,
niggas-
it
And
is
all we
so
got is a-
goddamn
and it's
hard
such
to
a-
be
All
like,
we got is a video.
It's such a
That's
beautiful
and
video.
like it's a great bait. Like him himself, not saying like it's a bad video. Him himself, great. But I'm saying like to what you're saying, 73,000 people dead, and video. We are so fucked
We're
as a
fried.
society, bro.
But at
We're
the same time, that's
fried.
such a good video.
Yeah,
and
bro.
it is so good to be able to start at square one, even though it's fucked, in the sense of like, now it's so much more direct in people's faces that don't understand it, to now like, people can now start introducing the idea of, okay, I need to hold this expectation for the politician that wants to run in my area and be like, okay,
Yeah.
you are not on that timing of a literal defending a genocide, like get the fuck out.
They get the fuck out on, bro.
That's what
feel
makes
like-
it so like good for people who don't understand.
Yeah, the revolution with people like Zohran Mamdani is, it's so weird because in American society we've been left with a bunch of bullshit for decades.
Yeah.
That there is no expectation. The corporate media I was hearing, like, he went on an interview with the New York Times, and they asked him so many questions about like Israel and his positions on it and all types of stuff. And I'm like, they're trying to like make it seem like it's the minority opinion that like American politicians should comply with the International Criminal Court and be calling for that nigga's arrest. They're trying to say like, well, is there anyone else that you want to do? You know, we don't really. It's like you're implicitly suggesting that like we don't really do the international law thing. Like you're being out there by suggesting that
To a
because
nigga that killed 73,000 people.
to a nigga whose members of his current cabinet are like saying genocidal things, like okaying genocidal rhetoric, still trying to get billions more dollars in like aid, trying to merge with our military now, like spending millions of dollars in primaries to like drown out people's actual voices. Like even in places like Michigan, there's not a conversation being had about like what policy Haley Stevens support, what policy Abdul support, what is the pros and cons. No, AIPAC's running $50 million being like, Obama likes her.
Yeah.
We're not even having the conversation because the conversation is genocide.
Yeah.
And it's
And no
getting
one's taking
really
it serious
crazy.
because of the propaganda of like, well, shit, they're brown.
Yeah.
So like,
So
you
separated.
you separate, you don't take it serious. It's like, oh well, that's what we've been doing for years. But
Yeah.
it's like, no, gang, like this is an active genocide. Like this nigga really just said that niggas is getting amputated with no anesthesia.
yeah.
And he getting
Kids,
killed and
babies.
Can't even wrap your head
all
around
types
that.
of shit.
Can't even wrap your head around the unimaginable suffering that we're paying for. Directly we're paying for it, and all you is just acting as though it's okay. We'll get back to more of that like later on in this whole talking around it that American politicians do, the dance that they do. He's one of the first niggas to be like, I'm not gonna do the dance. I'm gonna sit from the pulpit of the mayor of the biggest city in America,
And that's what's important.
and I'm gonna tell you straight what it is that nigga needs to be arrested. Now everyone else can follow suit or not, or crucify the nigga if you want to. But what he just did is throws up the flag, and that's the first thing that gets people moving. Like that's the real revolution about. I feel like him more than it's that he's gonna. Oh, he's pulling your finger.
Yeah,
I thought it was about
But
to-
it's so funny. You sitting at
I was like, what the fuck happened?
pulling his finger. You sitting at American privilege for so long, then you start to get like in terms of like he's really showcasing you like that y'all are just in y'all head. There's you're not gonna do shit to me. There's no consequences.
And
y'all are
showing
coming up with narratives to justify y'all getting paid $1 million by these Israel.
Yeah, he's showing everybody that, like, bro, every time all these politicians have told y'all this can't happen, there's no possible way how we can fund
Go
this
fuck yourself.
project for the community. He's showing everybody, like, bro, yes, you can fucking do it.
There's a
bro.
different way to think
Y'all
about
niggas
all
just
this
don't want to.
Yeah, of course, it's a vested interest. It's the Michigan what? Because that's the Michigan why. But yeah, shout out him. Yes, of course,
bro.
I agree. Yeah, put that. Get that fuck. That
Yo, get him
nigga,
going.
they did Saddam. You see what they did to Saddam Hussein?
Like, bro,
You see what they did to
Yeah, get
Patrice
this
Lumumba?
nigga out of here.
we know what it
You see what they did to
Like,
fucking to
Carmelo
fucking
Anthony? They
You
put Carmelo Anthony behind bars for 35 years for killing one person on
in
accident.
self-defense.
This nigga done killed this one person because like he's the person that has orchestrated the crimes.
Yeah.
This one person got 73,000 minimum bodies on his head,
Yep.
and we're still debating whether he should be arrested.
I don't know if it's an actual
Whether he should be
genocide yet.
arrested.
You know what
We're
I'm
still in
saying?
conversation.
Whether you
talking
should
about
even
they're
face a
defending
trial.
themselves.
Yeah. Mind you, we could go in and bomb on these
Like-
niggas. Are you doing atrocities against your own people? Are you committing war crimes against? What he say?
He said we still having conversations about they're just still defending themselves.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
Have you committed war crimes
Does
against
Israel
your own people?
have the right to defend itself?
Have you committed war crimes against your own people? That means that we can drop on your head and murk your leaders. Yeah.
Like what?
So what is the difference with
let's
this?
kill over 100,000 kids just to put a rain bet casino in the bitch.
Yeah, because that's also what the long.
Let's put a Keeneline Cove in the bitch.
Yeah, they're about to.
Why not?
They're about to build Trump Tower International on the coast of on the West Bank.
Like Lord in fucking heaven.
Yeah. Anyone who's serious would be saying arrest that nigga.
Yeah, literally.
At minimum. Not let's wait until the proceedings. No, I'm on your head, Westmore too.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to all that because it's mass gaslighting. Unfuck America is what is not currently happening.
We are getting fucked.
We're getting fucked, and I don't think that Unfuck America is doing much unfucking of America. So on the Unfuck America tour, I honestly don't even know actually the name of the people who like started it. I just remember that like there were some people that I was mutuals with that tried to join up on the tour. I know one of them had like called me and was like, yo, there's some weird shit going on. Some of the organizers here are racist. And then there was a big like controversy that happened with like, I guess some of the organizers being outed as racist. And then there were people who were working with them that were like trying to distance themselves. It was a whole thing like maybe a couple months ago. But like I have on Jesus Christ not sat there and watched a full like clip. I know Destiny be on there sometimes. Like they go around the college campuses and they basically were trying to do the reverse Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, the reverse Charlie Kirk.
So they're trying to have like niggas like Destiny or like white liberal people or other liberal people who want to sign up sit in the tent and be like, change my mind. And then like,
I seen a motherfucker on Unfuck America was like, they were debating eugenics, and they was like, "Okay, well, let's say that is true." And I was like,
"I think, I think I did see that."
Why are we accepting that as a hypothetical?
The problem herein lies with Unfuck America is the problem that, in my mind, only gets attributed to like white leftists. Which is that like, no, wherever there is whiteness, it's gonna be very like aggy when it comes to the presence of having black people involved or even the arguments that you're doing in support of minorities. So like because they're obsessed in this frankly very white world of
white savior
knowledge and rationality and debate skills and principles. It's not that other cultures don't have those or don't care about those. It's that white people in this country slip into this tendency where like that shit makes you God or that shit makes you like an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
A debate performance or some shit because it's just performative. It's like war shit, and it's like you're trying to like make a nigga look like a fool. You're trying to create the internet.
It's the ultimate
moment.
Performative intelligence.
Yes, it's very performative. So you find yourself conceding, but in your mind, it's not a concession to your opponent and trying to legitimize positions like eugenics or backing away from defending like DEI or like other shit like
your argument could be a little weak.
And that's why they lose, and that's why they lose to Republicans because they're worried so much about the optics of it all. Like when I sat across from Michael Knowles and a nigga pulled out the stat, he's like 90% of new hires are black and brown people. I said to him, are you sure that's the real fucking numbers? Because that sounds like you're mad exaggerating. And it turned out that it was when you looked at like everyone who got hired and left a job at the end of the year, the net jobs were going to people of color because, we went hundreds of years without hiring people of color. So that's what. But like when they say those stats, when they say that those stats in that context, it makes white people like repel because they're like, oh, there might actually be
what?
96.
There's no
white people are being hired. What are you talking about? Like that's bad, right? Yeah. And that's all it'll take for you to like
because white supremacy it's rooted in white supremacy.
All you have to do is take a step further.
Yes,
but
that white supremacy doesn't lie. It's a literal like mental blockage.
It's a filter through which you see the world, and that's why.
Because the second you hear that and you feel threatened in your own whiteness, that's when it comes out.
They're gonna make me look.
You can know
like a lover.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It's the more banal version of that. But like they it's so quick to throw away. Like even though they was talking about trans people, like trans people were next, where it's like optically, I don't know how it looks to defend man, woman. So maybe we can say
to the white
trans
Christian
people or to the people who have no fucking rationality about their positions, which is why it doesn't work. But what happened with Unfuck America and Abdul?
So I guess this one lady, I don't know if she's the founder, maybe. whatever
One
the
of them
fuck.
organized.
Z or some shit.
Something.
I think she was the one who was in controversy for the racism thing, or it was someone around her. But yeah,
But I recently seen the video of Jake Lane. He basically went to one of Abdul's like rallies,
Abdul Al-Sayed running
unprompted.
for
The
Senate.
nigga just ran in there, and I guess he was trying to cause a ruckus.
He said, "Get the Muslims out." He was literally like just doing the racism thing.
Oh,
He was
okay.
recording himself being like, "Get the fucking Muslims out." Trying to
So
distract-
so basically, he goes in there, tries to cause a ruckus. Everybody was basically, I guess they were chanting USA
They just
Yeah.
chanted
to
it,
basically
yeah.
like drown out whatever the
Drown
fuck
him
he
out.
was trying to say.
Yeah, and
And
he
eventually he left because he couldn't get his point across.
Mhm.
And then I see, I forgot what creator it was, but he stitched the video from Unfuck America of Jake Lang going to the Unfuck America like studio or whatever.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being. Let's look at the fucking video. Jesus Christ!
It's Jake Lang.
Oh man.
Pardon J6er.
In the belly of the
He has
beast.
entered the chat.
One shake hand, two shake hand.
God bless.
God bless, man.
God bless.
Three shake hand.
Z, good to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Pause it right there.
Z.
Go back.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming. Right there. Bang out. So that lady then, you know, thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
The nigga that said Carmelo Anthony should be hung from a tree.
Yeah, like
Thank you for coming.
why would that be
like-
a thanks for coming
Didn't
to
he
Jake
like
Lang?
when he got
Why did we invite Jake Lang?
when he got thrown on his neck in like Los Angeles? He was like carrying signs saying that like someone deserved it. It was either a brown person who just got killed by ICE, or it was like a black person who got lynched or like got hung. And he was like, "Yeah, they should be hanging." He said, "Yeah, it was some black person. It was one of the black people that got killed recently." He's like, "Yeah, he needs to be hanging from a tree." That was like on his sign, which
Yeah.
is why
Oh wait, wasn't it?
it wasn't Trey
What was it,
Reed.
Nolan?
It wasn't what's his face. It was one of the. It's too many to fucking count.
Yeah, yeah,
in case
yeah,
you haven't
yeah.
realized,
It was
But-
somebody on his poster that he was saying should deserve to die that didn't deserve to die.
And then he went to Abdul Al-Sayed running for, mind you, this like hate crime. And he goes in there, he's like, "Get the Muslims out, fuck the XY."
Mind
like,
you's already like
we've been pressing him and been like, "Yeah, you're racist, you're white supremacist." We go, and he's like, "Why should I get beat up for being racist? That's my right." Like he's a rage.
That's
yes,
right.
He's a
my right.
raging,
Raging
unabashed white supremacist who's of the Nick Fuentes ilk, who thinks that like you can't have no shame about it because then that's conceding.
and we
to
put
your
him on a podcast
So then,
Let's debate him. Nice to meet you.
because he has a perspective that all Americans would want to hear, or the people at least the people at least that watch Unfuck America shit, they'd love to hear.
they
this. Fuck.
love to hear.
Jake Lang is the reason why America's fucked. So we're gonna unfuck America by
Nice to meet you.
by getting
then-
fucked by
So
him.
then the founder, right? She gets online, and I'm pretty sure she sees the video of Jake Lane at Abdul Al-Sayed's rally. And I didn't even put the whole video, but this was how she started the video.
Guys, I cannot believe this. Michigan U.S. Senate candidate Abdul El-Sayed just platformed January 6er Jake Lang.
Yo, get that yam off your face.
Oh my god.
I
Shorty
didn't
look
even hear
like,
what she said.
bro, Shorty look like fucking Dobby, nigga. Holy
said
shit.
Dobby.
You look like a
God
fucking
damn.
no.
goblin.
Like my thing about it is
What
like
the fuck are we? After you just shook the boy's hand, thank you for coming. You say that he platformed.
because you're
me.
racist, bro.
you wait, the brown nigga platformed the white supremacists because the white supremacists of his own volition chose to come in and
What are
disrupt
you
the brown
even
niggas
talking
event.
about, bro?
Brown niggas event has nothing to do with
but you
white.
said, good to see you.
The brown
Thanks
niggas
for
event had
coming.
nothing to do with the white supremacists. The brown niggas event is trying to give health care to run for Senate in the state of Michigan, a very prestigious thing. This random white trash hick fucking racist walks into his shit and tries to antagonize him and racially threaten him. And your response is he platformed him.
And that's the narrative.
Not
we're
he's a
going
victim of an attempted assault by Jake Lang.
Unfuck America.
That's the whiteness
America.
shit. How the fuck do you miss that? And you're on camera 4K that same day being like, we're gonna
because
platform
that's
you.
not. I was gonna say because
It's
that's not
intentional.
I was gonna say that's not like a miss. No, you're racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you purposely did that because you are a racist.
You're not.
You don't look a racist in their face. You don't look Hitler in his face and say thanks for coming.
Or leader of the
invite
Hitler
him.
Youth.
Invite him.
Don't invite the
Say
nigga.
thanks for coming and greet the nigga. you know.
Pardon. No, did you hear what she said off bat?
Like,
Yes.
She said, "Pardoned J Sixer entered the chat."
Enters the chat.
He
Like it's
stormed the
some
government to
bullshit.
try. He's an insurrectionist who's a traitor to the United States government.
You know what it is?
And he got
That's
pardoned.
They look up to that. They look up to that
Yes, because
nigga.
he's just a culture.
And that's like white curiosity. I feel like white curiosity is the most dangerous thing in this
For
world.
sure.
Yeah.
Like
Because
you'll
it has
find
no
a nigga-
regard for
anybody.
niggas like look like
that's
us.
why like you see people like liberals or whatever, you see them do interviews with people who like should not even be platformed
Yeah.
because
Shouldn't even
they
be
want
alive.
to understand that perspective. It's like how niggas be doing documentaries on like Jeffrey Dahmer for like the
Yeah,
Yeah. And they
because
don't.
of that genuine.
They love
like,
that shit.
You've sat in your privilege for so long
Yep.
that nothing is.
You're
real to
bored.
you.
Yeah,
not
you're bored.
It's
Yeah.
media to you.
It's
just
media.
media. Like I remember.
It's just like agendas. It's whatever.
They was talking about this is off topic, and I know we gotta get into the shit, but like they was talking about how Nancy Mace just got on that Nolan Well story, and she was talking about it, and I'm like, nah,
What
that's
was
a
she-
true, huh?
What was she saying? Nancy Mace was saying. What?
Like, no, she just like is covering the story. You know, that's what she doing her shit. And I've seen a bunch of black people like, oh, I love me some Nancy. I don't really know nothing about it, so I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, it's some true crime shit now.
Yep.
It's like that's the only reason why
what it
white
is,
people
bro.
pick these stories up. You think they picking the story up because they really want justice for Nolan's family? They don't give a fuck.
Nope.
They know it's the views, and they're like, oh damn, the black people didn't let this go in the first month. Oh, okay. Say less. We're gonna get these views
Let's
off. It's like,
monetize it.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like Alice said, bro.
ridiculous
It's true crime, Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Literally, you
it's like
take
you
nothing serious.
What do you got to balance the line between what's content and what's like bringing something awareness, right? White people don't care about none of that shit
No,
because
they
like it's
don't.
not a they're not tackling a Jake Lang perspective from a, I'm trying to be no, they're like, well, this nigga, he been in the media a lot. And like, I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to hear his voice, but there's also a lot of people that would. And that's all that matters.
And then it's like you look at these people on this tour, like you said, you brought up Destiny. It's like you realize these people. I saw this nigga debate over like the age of consent.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing
why
like
is
what
that a
he's
de-
saying, and I'm just like, y'all are actually not serious.
He got
Serious,
kicked
bro.
out from a college. Well, he got barred entry from a college Democrat event that was hosting Hassan and Rural Roman and a bunch of like anti-Israel like perspectives in the government, because the local Democratic Party chapters are often more progressive than like the national ones. Destiny came in to try to disrupt the nigga. Mind you, the organization was supported by J Street, which is like the other kind of AIPAC like group.
He was
but
trying to
they're more-
disrupt Hassan.
Yeah. And the organization, despite them being pro-Israel, are pretty like progressive. So they were like, yeah, we're gonna host this event with all these anti-Israel voices because that's just what democracy is, and that's what the Democratic Party is like listening to right now, because they can read a fucking room. My thing is that entire ilk of people, like the Destiny type, like the people on this, you are ill-equipped to react to a Jake Lang with the way that you're supposed to, because I mean Destiny was a Republican, and all these white niggas,
Exactly, bro, that's your homie.
That's
literally your best friend.
They best friends
Yeah.
are also Republican,
And
and
we're
they're
talking
living in
about-
this reality where it's like, well, it's just politics, we got to still find that middle ground. The problem is like people like us have such a visceral reaction that like if you sat me in front of Jake Lang, like I'd say
slap
some shit.
shit out
I'd
that
say he'd
nigga.
want.
I wouldn't say a thing to him. I put my hands on the
Yeah,
nigga.
he
We
like
turn all the
it
cameras
wouldn't
on.
be an
Yeah.
interview. Hey, what's the honest debate? I'd just be saying whatever came to my mind in front of this nigga. And if he did anything about it, we'd find something about it.
Yeah.
Like that's the only type of timing that makes sense, but they're not on that type of timing because it's about the content. In their mind, it's just a far radical new perspective with these younger because it's not a threat to you. Minorities have to live in fascism as a result of y'all
it's
bullshit
not
all
a
the
threat to
time.
you, yeah.
But for y'all, it's just a quirky
It's cool.
element of
It's
someone's
a form
personality.
of media.
Serious.
Yep. One last thing. Do you feel as if like that debate culture works still as far as moving the needle?
No, I think it's hard to say.
'Cause I know it worked like back then, back in 2020.
Yeah.
And I will even say the extent to which it worked is now like further in question, because one of the revelations that we've gotten from like the Epstein files is like how much these niggas had their hands in platforms like what's the white supremacist one? Not Rumble.
Kick.
4chan and
4chan,
stuff.
yeah.
It's a conversation as to how much of it was authentic people was just like getting radicalized and going further to the right, as opposed to like how much of those were like organizations, platforms, chat rooms started by these fucking pedophile niggas who have infinite connections that were like feeding into this like white supremacist rhetoric, these neo-Nazi like opinions, the red pill shit, and like artificially boosting it. I feel like it was both a problem that the left was losing the arguments because like there was not prominent like left-wing American like people in the fight, I guess, in the media, and especially because there's so much billionaire money on the right-wing side.
Yeah.
But also like it's hard to say whether or not it works actually, given like we're still in the midst of the fascist policy getting implemented. So I don't know if it's more the debate that's gonna bring us as opposed to just like saying what niggas should have said the entire time, which is why I don't know if it's a debate. Like I just, like I hate you. Like
That's
I hate you. Let's talk about it. Like, no.
It works. It works on a person-to-person thing. Yeah. So like, it's not going to move the needle when you have the people who have been debating doing it because there's always this dumbass thing of you trying to be respectful.
Trying to get the
when
clip.
it's like, no, understand. I can be disrespectful to you. Like, I forgot her name, but y'all definitely saw her. She's a black woman. She be doing debates and she just be outright disrespecting niggas. And I'm like, if debate culture looked more like this, a lot of people will be more informed, which will move the needle. Because it's like, you see how the right even won. The right won because they had an internet personality in fucking office saying the most nuttiest shit while niggas on the other side is just pussyfooting it.
I think like
I feel like it's just a person to person.
I think debate culture never works for like niggas. Like I don't think people of color can benefit off. I don't think people of color can move the needle with debate culture because like, bro, like if that was the case, then there's so many things that wouldn't have already happened. You know what I mean? Like even the fact that our president is a result of not giving a fuck what comes out your mouth anyways. So it's like, I feel like in no way, shape, or form would any sort like nothing I can say to you, if not like nothing I can say to you, whether it was disrespectful or not, will move the needle because bro, like things that are tangible in front of you is not even moving the needle.
We could sit here and debate.
Look at
he convicted this, that touched this.
Like, but the words aren't. It doesn't matter because that's not. Those aren't the things that are moving.
But also too, it's hard because those certain people be like, they'll say the thing, but then their credibility is to the tank because of who they're messing with. It's like you'll say the Trump's X, Y, and Z, and then you go hang with a nigga that's taking money from AIPAC.
I think it's just to make a nigga look.
Take you serious?
I think you could just make a nigga look dumb. You could point out it looks stupid. You could point out it doesn't know what he's talking about.
It makes you a lot of money. Like I feel like it makes a lot of money and it creates the feeling that niggas think hypothetically they want, which is like an as strong left that can counter what Charlie Kirk's doing. If you want to counter what Charlie Kirk did, you damn near need to go like the socialist route.
You need policy, bro.
Because you actually need to like give niggas something to tie themselves to identity-wise, policy-wise, and like belonging in the political sphere. And then that's what's going to activate much more people than like me seeing a clip of a nigga being made to look dumb.
Like,
so I think the critical flaw in something like the Unfuck America tour is that like you're not going to build the infrastructure that a Charlie Kirk did because it's not as cultish as the right, and also you're dealing with the people who you have organizing it.
You're not building it off white supremacy.
Which are very white dominated ideas, very XYZ. Anything that's going to counter what Charlie Kirk and them did is not going to look like Charlie Kirk and them.
It has to be something
but
different.
But you notice what these niggas look like? It literally looks like some white people who were Republicans yesterday that chose to do the opposite because it's a bag. The Jubilee content, it's a bag.
That's real. Because like literally how they do things. You think like this is a way more effective style to push the needle? I think of like what we do and what others do.
And I think that that's a hot take that people don't understand.
Here, I want to add to it. I think why a huge part of why I think this is way more effective is because what are we doing? We're building more than it's even about them niggas, bro. It's about Black thought. It's about building those same kind of power structures, not necessarily black supremacy, but like a form of Black thought through what we're putting out more than just like, and that's the shit that, like you said, has a cult. Like that's the shit that will bring people together and have a mindset to where it doesn't matter what the fuck you're saying to me. Like I'm like on a different plane.
Yeah, I feel like that's real because you do look at debates and it's like, when you compare it to like what we do, it's like you're missing a very like you're debating like a white supremacist, sure he's racist, all this, but you're missing such a vital part of like storytelling that a lot of people can't get convinced.
Because what happens after the debate? He doesn't become a non-racist.
That's why it doesn't work. Is that my thing is like
he gonna shake your hand and call you
The reason why this formula in my mind has always worked more than debate shit is because like people will call it like an echo chamber, and people will straw man with it. Y'all be saying the same stuff in XYZ. The problem is like you don't know why you believe the things that you believe. Yeah. Nor do any of these people who sit down and watch these debates. They like the personalities going into it, and then they, what points can my side score? And then they come back out of it fighting the same battle. Yeah. If you sit down with niggas who tell you, what do I think? Where did it come from? This is what's leading me to this position. And I tell you it each week, then you can understand why you should be defending something like affirmative action as opposed to being like, no, that makes me look bad. Or why you should be fucking
It's manufactured thought.
It's manufactured
and white supremacy is not built off, like, white supremacy is not really built off manufactured thought. It's built off hundreds of years of like actual generational like training almost. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like
manufactured. I think it's still manufactured in the sense that racism
the reason why I say, but I'm saying manufactured thought in the sense of like, when you're debating someone, even if you lose the debate, outside of the debate, you're saying, oh, okay, well, I lost on this point, so next time I just have to make sure I respond with this instead of being defensive. And that's what I mean by manufactured thought versus like if I'm a black person, I just lost the debate to like some white racist nigga. Versus the white racist nigga, they're not about to deconstruct and say, well, I lost this one. Bro, it's fueled off the racism that they have probably been about for years and generations, that their grandmother probably told them about when they was younger, or that something that happened to them when they were a kid versus like, and that's why I think like with black people, it's like, you have to have the opposite of that, but it can't be like fighting on a white supremacist.
That's a really
like
good point because you realize intention is such like a big play on trying to convince people. It's like your mind can, your intentions can never go, let me convince this person. I feel like your intentions can only go, how do I not lose this?
That's what
I don't.
And
not what
that's what it is.
So
like
that is a
if
really
you
good
like,
point.
and we can rap like that because that is it. Like if you sat me across from Jake Lang, I'm not trying to convince Jake Lang's followers.
It's like
I'm trying to embarrass him because I hate him and I want to put my hands.
So that's why I'm like, I'd rather fight you, gang.
Yeah, and I'd
Let's
rather
just put the gloves on.
I'd rather fight you or embarrass you right there, and then like just go back and talk to people on my own and bring you my ideas there and let you decide whether or not you agree with me or not. Because in that interaction, I'm trying to fuck you up. I don't care about convincing.
You think that's why you stopped that shit?
Yes. Because I'm like, bro, why? Like it's cool. I could make a nigga look crazy in a clip right now. Maybe I will still go on people's appearances and make niggas look crazy in a clip. But the whole Jubilee Unfuck America tour, like debate touring thing, it's like it's good for the clicks, it's good for the engagement, it's good for the visibility, and that's something like if we did that more people will see the jam. Cool, but like it's not the goal of like creating an actual counterbalance because you need all of those perspectives involved. Y'all are trying to fight this terminally online battle with these white people who don't see you as legitimate already. It's only gonna generate clicks for you niggas, and then we still dealing with Jake Lang's existence. Like put that nigga through a wall while
and then eventually
put that nigga.
And then eventually the clicks
still get chud.
I was gonna say then eventually the clicks turn into doing dumb shit like bringing on Jake Lang to the podcast.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, like
because that is right because it develops into that.
Yeah, it'll always.
Regardless of whether you want this man to look stupid or not, you've been in such like debate culture and debate mind that like you said it becomes business
partners. Yeah,
it becomes let me debate this nigga and platform this nigga because I know I'm gonna make him look stupid.
That's why Michael Knowles
both gonna make bread.
That's why Michael Knowles keep inviting me back. I still haven't responded to the nigga. He keep inviting me back to his show.
JJ, come on. I got 400,000 views last time. Come on, JJ.
We can make a good clip. We can make bread. I don't want to work with you niggas. I want to build money with these niggas.
Yeah.
But you genuinely realize, and that's the horrible part, because you realize when you have a platform and influence, you realize there is no truth.
Yeah.
Like you can make it whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why they want
it's never been about truth.
It's not, because you don't even care about
it. It's never been
really
about
Unfucking America would be like Jake Lang's in prison, or y'all niggas like clowning Jake Lang's existence 24/7, or like y'all niggas seeing to it that he's feels unsafe in his day to day. Like that would be really Unfucking America, because that's
putting
what
that
all
nigga
these
on his cranium with Unfucking America.
Jake Lang stormed the Capitol. Who was the same ilk that stormed the Capitol? The same niggas who was at Charlottesville in 2018 when these niggas still had to condemn some shit. They don't even do that shit anymore.
What a white shooters at? Where's the
where's the white spinning the block, gang?
We
What's going on?
and we know y'all have it in y'all communities
because we find out all the time.
We saw the Klansmen.
Y'all
they had white shooters all the time. They had niggas that was willing to risk their entire families, their jobs, they everything to go get them down the street.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, Jake Lang, thank you for being here. Thanks for coming.
You're
Yo,
not
where the white
serious.
suiters at, gang?
You don't
What the
even like.
fuck?
I don't.
Yeah,
She doesn't even understand what
She needs to sit down with some
It's
niggas
so
and ask
hard
them
to take you
what their vision of unfucking America is.
Real shit.
But I like that it dragged, but it also was like worth it because like
that's
that
a
entire
necessary conversation.
that entire conversation around debate culture is something that people still revolve around to this day. It's no secret that the left had
Media.
It's definitely good conversation.
W.
It's just like I'm not gonna have a pissing contest with you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The left has definitely been behind on it, but I don't think that the response to it is now, hey, let's just do the same thing on the same premise. No, you have to create a whole other premise that these niggas aren't comfortable with. And they're not capable of doing that shit, evidently. So, hey, how you doing? Enter the chat.
Yeah.
No. Okay, we're gonna
No.
All right. Alan got abducted by Jake Lang. We said the nigga name too many times.
It's just me on the couch.
It's just me,
That's
nigga.
right.
Oh my gosh, when's the last time we was rocking the 3-person setup?
Damn.
It might have
was
been
like
that one that you
episode
missed
20,
because we
where-
talked about Zohran Mamdani. I remember I had a brown tech on. It was either that or one other time after that where you missed.
I think
But
that was the one where we were, let's yank this conversation in.
that was 1 year ago. That was like July 4th. Because I remember I was
Oh my
like, I was
God.
like, we finna have a hot dog eating contest, and that was literally like, 1 year ago, July 4th, and you were here, but Alan wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that clip. I saw it the other day because I reposted it.
W. Well,
That could be the last time, but
gone.
it's been a minute since we've
Yeah.
had 3 on the couch.
but he doing great things.
Yes,
you know
he's
what I
doing great
mean?
things. Hey, self-care, man.
Self-care, bro. Yeah, super important. So
we
shout
got to
him
do
on board.
another like mental health episode. Talk to the people.
We do
about
got to
that.
do another mental health episode.
But shout out, we can keep it pushing for the rest of this episode because oh god,
I'm sick.
the topics kind of did weave together, but yes, W's in the chat for my nigga Alan.
Yeah,
I've been in chat.
Let's get into
just because it's an update and it came out today.
yes, we have new updates with Ben Crump and the autopsy that was being done for Nolan Wells.
Yep.
Nolan Wells, black teenager, was it 18? Was he?
I think 18 years
18
old.
years old.
Passed away.
Dies under mysterious circumstances at a 4th of July celebration in Mississippi. And it's still, I seen, the only clip I seen from the white nigga going on Officer Tatum shit was him saying there was like 30, 40, 50 of us. And
I just seen him talking about how many people.
I was
it
like,
I'm
that's
like,
not
thanks for
helping
telling
you.
us that. You
Yeah,
stupid
so
bitch.
there's more witnesses,
Like, appreciate
gang.
you dumb fuck. I was going to say that means there's like way more people that
Mac
should have
Miller
saw
said,
something
criminal
goofy.
leave no witness, nigga. There's 50 niggas and no one can account for what
no
happened.
one. It gets worse. So
Yeah, it does.
I watched the entire 15 or 17 minutes. I guess it's 2 parts.
I'm sorry.
Or I guess it's a longer. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I
it is, but
apologize.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to.
I don't know
had
how
to tough it through.
How do you sit through Officer Tatum?
Officer
content?
Tatum. Jesus fucking Christ. So Warren, one of his friends that were there, initially when this thing happened, I thought that it was only 4 people. Nolan, Warren, I think Jack, and then somebody else that all went on one boat to the island, which had this big
That was the
event.
official nigga that was on the boat.
I
That
believe
went on Officer Tatum first.
Oh,
We're gonna get to that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
No,
So he gets on Officer Tatum out of
Officer Tatum.
anybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
not the police.
Okay, yeah, let's start right
Nah,
there.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Because I have been like switched off this whole time.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't know who Officer Tatum is, Officer Brandon
Officer
Tatum.
Israel.
Officer Dick sucking Donald Trump. Officer, I can't say the C word because YouTube going to monetize us. I almost flew so unconsciously because that's the only
Officer-
way.
That's the only word that stick to that.
Yeah, that's the- like,
Nah, you
Officer-
can say it. I can just bleep it out.
Yeah, Officer Harriet would have left him. He's been on TikTok for years. He got his own.
PragerU.
He was on PragerU. I remember famously we recorded a video back when he
did.
was Lil Scuds at my
did.
mama house doing a video because he was talking about like how systemic racism doesn't exist because how would white bankers deny black people for loans if they were qualified? I've never heard of such a banker. That's a verbatim quote from
That's a
this nigga.
verbatim quote
Yes.
from Officer Tatum.
So he tried to found Blexit, I believe, with Candace Owens.
Yeah, he did.
Back
He
in
did, he did.
2018, they try to found this organization that calls for black people leaving the Democratic plantation just for him to be like King Duck. of the modern day fascists, like the ones who are going to go down in the history books, is like, yeah, they committed a genocide and they were fascists abducting people against their like. Officer Tatum's entire career has been being the one Negro who defends them at all costs. Yeah. I went at him a couple years ago on TikTok because he does mad coping for like why can't white people have white pride? Like just literally stereotypical Uncle Ruckus shit. And he also contributed to slandering like Breonna Taylor's name and her boyfriend's name after she was shot multiple times by the police officers. And then
who
they
ran
got off.
in her crib.
Ran in her crib
without a warrant,
at the wrong address.
At the wrong address.
At the wrong address with a warrant that they did not obtain for that property. And then shot. And then all he had to say afterwards was like, well, Kenneth, the boyfriend, he was allegedly doing drug stuff. She was no angel.
Like that excuses the fact that he did not have a warrant.
Same conclusion for George Floyd. Same conclusion for all these niggas. Every time they see a black person die.
He was unfed. He wasn't a perfect victim.
A white person white conservatives have to confirm every single death from the police. Even people like Ben Shapiro, who came out as soon as George Floyd got murdered and was like, this is bad, I can't defend it. Now, 10 years later, are being like, 5 years later, being like, we should free Derek Chauvin. Because these niggas are principleless. They don't give a fuck. They just hate you and they hate black people. So they've never seen a black person that got killed that they didn't think deserved it. So Officer Tatum comes in because he's the one black man that will always come there and be like, yeah, white people, you have every reason to believe that. Look, he was a druggie anyway. And that's his content model. So in the spirit of black kid goes missing, ends up dead in a white pool party, mysterious circumstances, white guy who's implicated in the literal murder mystery. Feels the safest, feels the most necessary to get out there and talk to black people to let them know that y'all shouldn't be jumping the gun.
And this is my friend.
And what black person are we going to go find to convey this message to black people?
Tatum.
The one who has no black presence in his audience. That's live streaming to a bunch of white people who want to feel justified about why this wasn't racist in the first place.
I want you guys to
That's the surrounding context. I'm sorry I yapped for...
No. It was very neat.
That's the surrounding context of taking this exclusive interview to Brandon Tatum. This is not CNN, MSNBC, Friends speaking out. This is a podcaster.
It's not local news.
This is not local news. This is a podcaster.
Yeah.
A random podcast.
I want you guys
to MAGA podcaster.
I want you guys to guess. What was his Officer Tatum's opening line?
No.
What was
he started the video.
What was it? Was it like,
guess.
Black people is trying to...
These things don't happen often.
What?
He says, so Warren, did you kill Nolan Well?
Jesus Christ.
Video cut, and then he gets into the interview.
Cold
open. You shit niggas can't even make your content good.
W journalism.
Did you do it?
No.
These black people.
Then you're innocent.
I know all these Negroes are gonna click ready to say this white man killed him. Did you kill him? Like they think in their mind they're making the most enlightened argument of all time. Because you gotta dick suck the white man. You gotta the Django the nigga. Hold him when he got shot.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Brief overview of what I embarrassingly had to indulge for the past 17 minutes. So in there he talks about it was 20 to 30 people that all went to the island. It was 3 boats that everybody took. This nigga saying, I wasn't on the boat with Nolan. He was on a different boat with 8 people. Mine had like 4 to 5. Nolan's had like 8.
Wait, was they not?
So
this isn't even a nigga that was on the same.
He was tangentially there. He seen him
tangentially there. He's claiming that he was never on the boat with Nolan, but he was in the group of boats with Nolan.
Do these people hear themselves? What do you mean? There's 30 people in 4 boats and Nolan didn't get on one of them?
No, he's saying Nolan got on.
No, I mean like coming back. Whenever he ended up
3 to 4 boats, he ain't get on.
Okay, that's what I'm.
Not one person can account for him.
Sure.
He was
30 people. You weren't on the boat with him. Sure, gang.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another thing that I paid attention to was his description of the day.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's a perfect day, perfect 4th of July day. Everybody's outside. You know what I'm saying? The water was clear, man.
Wow.
Water was clear, man. Nigga,
in the Everglades, or not the Everglades, Mississippi.
And how did they find him washed up in the water then?
Water. He said water was clear. It was about he described the water as being below 3 to 4 knots, so probably the movement of the water
What the
being
fuck?
less than 1 miles per hour.
Okay, yeah. So that knots is the boat miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why?
I guess the
is this
water.
nigga a sailor, nigga?
Yeah,
Why?
evidently they was on the boat.
Evidently,
Them white
he
people.
he frequents on boats. So
He was saying like
So
all
he
them
trying
people.
to give us evidence without snitching on the nigga who killed him.
He was saying
Because how
that
does
like
one knot rip current a nigga under to drown him?
no, that's a question. But he was saying that like like they be on the boat. Like 4th of July weekend is the most popular weekend for all them white people to be on their boats and XYZ. So they know how the sea be working.
Tight.
So then he goes on to say that it was around like 2,000 to 4,000 people that he could see that was
Total?
around the island. Yeah.
He counted them all?
Shit.
Shit, I
Estimate,
guess.
rough estimate.
Shit, I guess.
Tight.
Then he also
On
says,
that
oh,
little
yeah.
ass island? Shit.
Yeah. So then he gets to doing, the spiel that everybody's doing. Yeah, we all love Nolan.
Yeah.
He was a great character, da da da.
Yeah.
It's cool. Fine. That's how you remember.
His own
it.
thoughts
Sound
took him
good.
out.
Fire, right? And then he says that it was like around where they parked their boats at. It was around like 1,000 people there.
You counted them?
Like,
Like, what the fuck? All right,
Rough
continue.
estimate.
so
Will this be entered in the court?
That's what. Was this in the statement that he gave to the police? Or
No,
did they not
to
get a
Officer
statement?
Tatum. To Officer
Ah,
Tatum.
got you.
So basically,
That police.
To that
yeah, to that police officer. So
We're
basically,
so doomed.
we're so fucked.
So
Don't worry, Brandon's on the case.
nigga.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
So what I got from that entire like 17-minute clip was him just basically trying to take himself out of that situation completely.
It wasn't me. I know what happened. I'm his friend.
me.
It was about 4,000
And
people.
y'all
You never know
never
what could
gonna
happen.
find exactly
Hey.
because there were so many people. That's
Officer
why I'm like.
Tatum.
That's why I'm like, oh, did he count them? Because I'm like, okay, it's convenient to be like, yeah, there was 5,000 people
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Officer Tatum, I'm coming to you with the live exclusive.
Let
It
me
was
know.
20,
gang.
30 niggas, but he wasn't on my boat though. Yeah, 8 niggas, but he wasn't with me on the island. It was 1,000 niggas. But then if you look at the island, it was 3,000. So I don't really. Nigga, do you know him?
What are you doing?
you there?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? What the fuck is the exclusive?
Nigga, was you there?
So really,
Nigga was swimming when everything
I
happened.
didn't even get a good look because my eyes was closed.
Yeah.
Like nigga, what the fuck are we
So
doing?
at the end of the video, I believe he cuts it off when they were going to get into like what happened when they parked.
Was
the
a
boat.
Patreon exclusive?
I don't.
I'm about to
fucking
punch this nigga in the throat.
know. Yeah. But
Wait, he
so
cut it
that's
off?
just like extra. Yeah, they just cut the shit off after that. So yeah. So right now, that's
It's
like
amazing,
more
Marvin.
information that people are now fixing together.
Do we still
But-
have any clarity on whether or not he like left like in the boat?
I don't believe so, but we do have
no.
clarity that the boat left. We have the
His
GPS
phone
data.
shit was back, but he still.
We have the GPS data that shows where the boat went. Because remember, they said the boat broke,
Yeah, they
so
said
they
it
need to
broke
fix
down.
it. It did not break down. It went to like 2 other locations after leaving the island.
Yeah.
Which would be meaning the judge who came out and said the shit, she lied.
Yeah, she lied. Oh yeah, and he
Why
mentioned-
is she
he
not in
mentioned about-
handcuffs is my question.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they
For
mentioned
lying about the
like,
murder of somebody, and y'all don't have any information.
Yeah.
And it's clear she lied because, like I said, the GPS data of the boat shows that they went to multiple different locations after they left the island.
Yep. Yep. And
Yeah.
then she say, I think she said something
Officer
about like,
Tatum on the case.
yeah, she said something about like the boat leaving around like 3, and then in that Officer Tatum interview, they talking about like 4:30. So
So,
So
everybody's
this is why
story
a
just
judge doesn't speak on
Yeah.
an open case before anything even happened.
Yeah, only if you're guilty.
Because you're trying to defend your sonny Wunny and his cousins. Like,
and no one's arrested.
no one's arrested.
no one's been arrested still.
So bigger news than that bullshit. Autopsy was released by Ben Crump earlier this morning.
Actually, today in Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Oh, they were in Chicago when they announced it?
It's the NAACP thing today.
Oh,
the convention
it
thing.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
it
yep.
is.
So they were all down there. They did a release of the thing. So basically, what the new details came out is that his body was found face down and fully clothed on the island.
Yeah.
So he just wasn't in
And
his
fully clothed.
And fully clothed.
That's odd.
Because I seem to
On a
remember a
fucking-
photo of him in a
and-
pool with his shirt off.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to the water
Nigga, I
on
see.
4th of July.
I
to
was
go
gonna say
swim.
they're on the 4th of July. He was in swim trunks because that makes sense. It's hot as fuck. You're going
Yeah.
to a sandy island on a boat.
And that was confirmed by the what was it? The National Guard people that found him.
Yeah.
The
Oh, so
National
that
Guard.
he was fully clothed.
Yeah, fully clothed.
Odd.
Wait, did the
Face
police
down.
not confirm that?
Odd.
Did the police not go and find the nigga?
National Guard niggas found him.
The National Guard found him.
Odd.
Fully clothed.
Like
Okay, so
Pacific
like,
National
so
Guard
if he
something.
was with the girl at the pool party, he was with the girl on the island, and he was sipping too many mimosas and sipping too many.
He would have been
liquors
doing it on a sandy beach island with his full clothes on.
with his full clothes on.
Yeah.
And
full
then
clothes.
he went
And
to
he could
swim,
swim
and then he went to swim and
with
got
his full
pulled down
clothes
by a rip current with his full clothes on. Odd.
Rip current with
And not
the
one
nigga
less-
With the
wearing
one knot at the
one
one
knot.
knot. How is this? How is
You wanna
this
know what's funny about the white people is that they keep telling on themselves.
pattern recognition, guys?
Yes. They keep telling on themselves by offering more and more details, but like they think that they're obfuscating like the thing. You're telling us
It's
more
getting
and more
worse the
it's
more and
getting
more
worse.
we're hearing.
Yeah.
So the water was not rough and the nigga had his clothes on. Did he go and jump in and try to save anybody? No, it was just him.
Yeah.
The girl's still alive, and the girl's
Girl.
like, I don't know where the nigga went. So
Yeah.
like,
Odd.
It kind of sounds like someone killed a nigga, threw him in the water.
Kind of sounds like that too. So we
Nigga
get to
tripped
the
into the water
autopsy
and
report,
drowned.
right? There was a bunch of things that Ben Crump was saying, and one of them that really stuck to me is that they got the body late.
Yeah.
They got the body late. So after the initial thing happened, Mississippi, the Mississippi Department or whatever did their autopsy report.
Oh, yeah.
Then when they requested the body, they got the body late. So there was some decomposition in the body. So they couldn't really tell if there was any bruises anywhere because it was so decomposed. But what they did find was discoloration on the back of the head near the occipital bone. Around, it was, I think they said 12 by 8.
12 by 8 is
What?
odd.
Like centimeter? Wait.
inches.
Yeah, inches.
Inches.
12 by 8 inches.
Like, that's a piece of
discoloration,
paper.
Dark red.
That's a letter size paper.
That's
like
odd.
Yeah.
Huge.
dark red. That's like the whole back
Yeah.
of your head.
Yeah.
Odd.
It's like if you took a piece of paper and like wrapped it around the back of your head. That's
Yeah.
literally like how big that marking is.
Yeah. And then they also said that they wanted to examine the throat area just to see if like there was any strangulation. They can't.
you know why?
Because the first person that did the autopsy, they removed it because they wanted, and they said that it's normal practice because if there is something there, they want to remove the throat area or the esophagus or whatever to like take a better look at it, basically. So they removed that. They're looking for a resolution on whatever the fuck happened with that.
Yeah.
Right? Then they said they can't determine the cause of death
Still don't know. Yeah. After the autopsy.
because
was
the
translated?
initial person that got the body, they basically have the majority of
Full autopsy.
the full autopsy. The second people that did it, it's kind of like up in the air. But they said based on what they seen, they can't rule out that it wasn't
Can't rule out foul play.
foul play.
So isn't it
Yeah.
like funny that like these press releases come back from the police like every time this shit happens and then there's like it was a suicide, ruling out foul play.
I'm like,
How?
so let's take the evidence here. Right. They took his phone. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
GPS data was off. We know that. And the judge lied. We know that. Girl says he wasn't there. Girl says she wasn't with him. Friends say they weren't with him. So he's missing.
Yep.
He's fully clothed in the water. Water was not rough as per phone them. Blunt trauma, or I wouldn't say blunt trauma. I don't want to, what's it called? Redness, right? That's what they said.
Yep. Discoloration. red.
Discoloration and redness on the back of the head. Can't rule out foul play. I am looking at this case. I can't for the life. Well, I can. I understand. We're black.
Yep.
How is nobody arrested? How?
No one.
Everybody should be arrested then, because no one's story is adding up. There have been multiple details that y'all side has given the police that have came out to be false with further investigation. Why are there no people arrested? Why are there not bounties on like what are we
Who's
talking
responsible
about?
for the trip? Why are these niggas not in like police custody for questioning?
For something, interrogation, something.
Someone's dead
All of
and
these
we
niggas
don't
are
have
going to
suicide.
different podcasts to
You
to
let
talk.
niggas go to
Niggas is doing local news shit. Gym teacher talking about there's not really much racism, and this nigga is found dead with his clothes on after going
on.
with a bunch of white people to a pool party on an island. Like I just don't understand.
It don't make no fucking
It
sense.
makes absolutely
We
no
don't
sense.
have an answer. None of you niggas can tell me that the nigga just drowned or
Yeah.
committed suicide or
He can
was
swim.
spiked by Shorty and died. None of you niggas can tell me that. All we have is one black kid, a bunch of white people, and no one wants to say what happened.
4,000 people there, but nobody saw anything.
Nobody saw a goddamn thing.
Not
He can
one
swim.
person.
He can swim in water that's moving less than
Nah.
1
Or
mile
not.
per hour.
Yeah, what?
All we're doing is playing defense for the alive white people and saying it wasn't what you think it is.
It
The
wasn't what you
nigga
think
was
it is.
swimming in water. The
Crazy
nigga was
fuck.
in the pool with you niggas. He invited him
Yeah, his
there,
homie said it
obviously.
was, I don't know why people think we killed him. He was fully clothed in the water, gang. He just went for a swim fully clothed and then
on an
drowned.
island by himself. His friends left.
That's what he wanted to do with him.
It's 30 people that came with y'all to the island.
No, he
All
stayed with
30
the girl. Okay, he stayed to fuck on some girl with his clothes fully on and then went in the pool with his clothes fully on. Oh, okay. I
Came
got
back,
you.
walked
He took
up.
everything off. He fucked the girl and then put everything, all his clothes back on to go for a swim.
and then stayed on the island. And then
Like,
the girl
What
left.
the fuck are we talking
Yeah,
about?
And then the girl left, and then the girl don't know where.
Somebody is fucking lying.
Yep.
Let's keep it a bean.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody.
Meaning
And we
niggas
will
need
find
to
out.
be behind
Arrest.
bars.
Niggas need to be
They need to start arresting people. 'Cause
Yep.
once you start arresting people, what happens?
They start talking.
People start talking.
That's that
'Cause
pressure.
you're behind
and they get
bars.
that, right?
There's
Because
no
they
pressure.
arrest two niggas, and they be quick to who's and tell on. you
Arrest
gotta snitch.
everybody. This is the whole thing about this whole. It's so fucking funny how we do this whole innocent until proven guilty thing with like all niggas when it comes to sexual violence and innocent and proved guilty until all of it. But when it comes to shit like this, it's we just don't know what happened. Why would you arrest somebody?
Just more than law.
Arrest them and hold them innocent until proven guilty. Hold them until someone fucking talks.
Yep.
You know why? Because if you arrest these kids, if you arrest the last few people he was with, somebody gonna
It gets
talk.
real.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Y'all are right.
Somebody
right
is
now,
going to talk.
and the police understand that because right now,
The police use that as a tactic every day.
The police
Yep.
understand that because what are you running the risk of right now? The longer and longer they go out and be free, they're just crafting their story.
Yes. The longer they're
the
free,
long-
the longer we sit. And that was such a disheartening thing about the autopsy report when I saw it. Because this is not a good, to be blunt about it, this doesn't give us any
No, it
good
don't give you
information.
It's not a smoking gun.
I mean, exactly. So what this looks like, if you don't arrest nobody, it's just going to fall at the wayside. Oh, well,
Yeah.
We don't know what happened.
we don't know what happened.
2,000 people.
2,000 people.
A 30-person convoy.
And no one
And
knows
one
what
is
happened.
dead. One is dead.
One.
Not three.
And one
is dead.
nigga.
One died.
And the nigga.
The only nigga in this 30-person fucking convoy, maybe one of two niggas, is dead with his clothes on in the water, and no one knows. Not even
No
a
one.
random guess of the 2,000. How do you do anything with that besides conclude the one thing that you could conclude? Okay, well, someone lied. They killed him.
Well, he drowned. What are we talking about?
Who
And
can
why-
testify to
I-
drowning?
I-
Is
I
there
want
no
to
lifeguards at
nobody
this
saw-
2,000-person event?
There's
No
a
lifeguards.
4,000-person event and nobody, nothing.
No lifeguards.
No lifeguards,
I
nothing.
want to stress that point too.
Uh-huh.
A 20 to 30 person convoy. 20 to 30 person convoy. Let's just say Warren isn't on the boat with Nolan. Okay. Nobody that was on the boat with Nolan knew what happened. People on the second boat, nobody knows what the fuck happened. People on the first boat, nobody knows what the fuck happened. So nobody knows? Nobody.
Let's be real.
Let's be
bro.
real.
1 out of 20 to 30 people just dead. Nobody.
Just dead.
only
Nobody saw nothing.
Nobody was around.
Heard nothing.
bullshit.
That's
bullshit.
bullshit.
Y'all niggas know what the fuck happened.
That's bullshit. And yeah, there needs
And
to
he
be...
didn't fucking
He
drown.
did not fucking drown.
There needs to be legal proceedings like yesterday. Niggas need to be arrested. There needs to be questioning. There needs to be something as more of an official attempt to try to get answers. But you're dealing with police departments.
If
police
anybody
forces.
knows what happened, obviously they're not saying something.
They're
not
not
saying.
gonna come forward, gang.
Start
My thing
putting
is-
money on niggas' heads,
Yeah.
gang.
It's
gonna be one of those things where niggas gonna come out 15 years later. Yeah, I just eating me up inside. This is
Dog.
what- Nigga,
No,
hell
we can't let
yeah.
it go. We cannot
Nah,
let it
hell
go.
no,
15
nigga.
years.
that shit
God.
gonna happen. It's like that's a testament to the corruption of these southern police departments. Like,
We need to be in the streets before we let this shit go 15 years.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no.
Oh, God.
The thing about it is that yes, with policing in America, like there's you want to believe the institution so bad that it's like impartial and it's rational, you know, they're just gonna do their best. But the problem is that like that's not how policing was started. And that's why, especially in the South, you still see to this day rampant racial discrimination or niggas trying to cover shit up, XYZ. We're gonna talk a little bit about that when we talk about Wesley Bell and how these police departments operate. But like, yo, nigga, something happened here, and obviously the police is operating with no fucking urgency to figure this shit out. Would they do the same thing if a white woman went missing? In a group of 30 black people?
In a group of 30 black people?
If a white woman went
10 black men, a white woman goes missing.
Nigga, they hung Emmett
on July 4th, they would have found out what happened
10
on
black
July
men.
4th.
10 black men go to this island with a white girl, and the white girl ends up dead in the water on
They
July 4th.
found out that same day.
They would have rounded up the black population of Mississippi. Like,
yeah.
We would have found answers.
Nigga, they killed Emmett Till for no reason.
No
yo.
reason.
On an assumption, a rumor, a whistle. That was it. That's all it took. He's 14.
He hung the nigga and then shot his grave.
Shot his grave.
Shot his grave. And you expect us to believe those no foul play?
No foul play. Niggas hanging in trees, no foul play. It's heartbreaking. I seen people talking on the internet about wanting to like not talk about this anymore because of how like heart-wrenching it is and how like it feels like, especially as more and more like white commentators have gotten into it, it feels like there's that, you know, it's true crime, it's just drama shit. But like we're kind of forced to keep talking about it.
That is real.
We don't have any answers.
Yeah.
Nope.
We still like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to painstakingly go over the details in which this black boy is fucking dead and what happened, XYZ.
Nigga, I just
like,
want the answers, gang.
I'm also and I've been friends with many who look just like the dude.
Like, dog.
Like, so why in the fuck are we still having this conversation and no one knows what happened?
Everybody's acting like they don't know.
So everyone is acting like they don't know what happened. So we have to continue putting pressure, even if it's through just the internet, on people to give us answers, gang.
Yeah,
that
bro.
kid deserves a lot better than that.
Yeah, bro.
I would hope that if I ended
Absolutely,
up dead somewhere, would put the pieces together. That's the one hope that be having. If thought is somebody murdered this person and they're at large, that's a very big problem we have on our hands, and you niggas are way too comfortable.
And they do
Way
it
too
all the
fucking
time,
comfortable.
bro.
These niggas lackadaisical with this.
Oh, yeah, you know, people hanging themselves all the time.
Yeah, no, the calls
All
come
the
from inside
time.
the house.
Okay,
With
bro.
hands tied behind their back, they're hanging
In
themselves.
the middle of a fucking field.
Yeah. It speaks to this lack of credibility that we have, even as people, that we get from people. How they process anything having to do with black people, black anything. It's so annoying because you see it over and over again. It's like in little examples that pop up. And at the end of the day, what niggas really just want is the same humanity that's afforded to these white people on like a daily basis. Stuff like that, like any member of a society ending up dead, you want to figure that shit out. You don't want a bunch of lies from people who are supposed to be trusted authorities like judges and people doing autopsies. It's a bunch of crazy shit that allows people to not have any faith in any of the systems. That's a cultural conversation as well, which is funny because in this era of nothing matters, just get the click, get the view, stop paying attention. It's stuff like that like you can't really hide from. It's like we can laugh, we can have a great time, of course. But it's niggas who looking like everybody who is just in Streamer University who's fucking ending up dead.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. It's a really weird time period to be in because you want to try to create those escapes and you want to try to disassociate from the stuff. But it's also like being a black person and being a black man and a younger black man. It's like you're at the center of all of it, whether or not you're being the victim or you're creating the culture or you literally have to engage with all of it. And it's like, that is also something that I hope to change is the general like culture around these things. I feel like if niggas was taken a lot more seriously, shit like this would not be as much of an issue as it is. And it's an intentional thing to not take it seriously. So the only thing you can do is take yourself seriously.
God, real. I think like you hitting on like, it's always a conversation I hate having, right? Streamer University and all these things, right? It's like, it's always a conversation I hate having because I get it, bro. Niggas is trying to look for that escape in a time that like is, bro, bullshit. To put it bluntly, every single day, bro. More bullshit, more shit to be depressed about, more shit to be worried about. Bullshit, bro. At the same time, it's like We're talking about shit that like will only progressively get worse if everybody turned their brain off.
Everyone had the same approach as what y'all were doing.
The same way it's progressively gotten worse.
Because what?
Like you think about it and you look at our society and even like Gen Z, who always has the thing about, 2016, man. Things were just better, man. Life just looked better. Nostalgia. Bro, the reason why we look back on things and there's so much nostalgia because look at the world we live in today.
Yeah.
The world we live in today is not the same world that we grew up in. It's debatably way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse. There's way more people and way more things that happen that we are desensitized to in today's world
Our
than
generation,
like back then.
our only politician we've known is like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we came in right at the end of the Obama stuff, and that's why everyone remembers 2016. Like you don't talk about the fact that he won that election, but he didn't actually take office till January 2017. So starting in 2017 till now, it's been this same nigga, and it's not just him. It's been indicative of our entire cultural decline. America is on a cultural decline, on a everything decline around the world, on a status decline, on an empire decline. Like all that shit is happening, and it's unavoidable, and it's reflecting in our comedy, in our social media, in our culture. Like, I'd have nostalgia for that shit too. The shit did seem simpler.
Yeah,
what happened? What went wrong? Well, I mean, Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream, so that should give you.
There it is.
I should tell you,
like, bro, like that happened years ago. I think, like, I want to start it by this, right? So, if you don't know what Streamer University is basically like at this point, it's like a whole like mogul of streaming, right? That Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers on the platform.
I like to
started
to like Total Drama Island.
I would just compare it to like just a reality TV thing. Just think of it live and think of it with a bunch of people in basically like a school setting, almost like some high school shit or college shit, right? Like college shit. Streaming University is not the problem, right? Streaming University has a content problem, and that is the deeper issue with it, right?
Yeah.
Kai Cenat and what he's done, bro. Kai Cenat and the shit that he has done for Stream University. I want to first start off by saying, y'all know me, nigga. I'm the nigga that always criticize it, and I say, bro, I get a nigga his flowers, bro. Like, it really is crazy to look at, even the jump from production and things that happened in the first Stream University to the second Stream University this year, like. And the third one next year is going to be in Europe. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's levels to this shit, bro. So, like, for that, like, you know what I mean? Flowers there.
And that's what it is. I feel like most people believe you have to end the conversation there.
Yeah.
Because it's either you're doing one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people don't understand that two things could be true at once.
Yeah, the metric of success, like, that stuff that's obviously like commendable. Like the quality stepped up. Like even the way that like stuff was handled was a little bit more like coherent this time. It was just like you get better at doing the same thing where you was doing Mafia-thons, and they progressively get better. People got their views. It was an internet fiasco. All the clips were everywhere. It's literally what you'd come to expect. I feel like my take would be people like love the thing with the credit specifically for Kai Cenat in like one very selective way, and then like in their mind that is like it shuts off the conversation when you're like, oh, young black man, he famous now when he's just
putting niggas on.
And then it's like, cool. That is the case with a lot of people, actually. Like. A lot of people, even in the Twitch world, who are more like dubious characters, have like helped niggas' career. I'm sure like Aiden Ross has helped a lot of black people as well, like in his career and everything. And it's like, you can acknowledge that, but like, there's more than just getting put on. Yeah, there's more than just getting put on. There's the thing that I feel like everyone ignores is like, what is the actual content saying?
Yeah,
like,
what
are the things? If you were an alien that got beamed with no context of humanity, like into this time period, it was like, what do y'all do for entertainment?
And then we show you this shit, you gonna be like, nigga,
what would you think? What would you like? I'm gonna say some people would say
back to Xenorp.
Let me go back to my shit.
Y'all got it, nigga. But like that's really the question that you kind of have to sit with. Is that we're gonna sit with a little bit too. Is that like, okay, what's next for the like streaming frontier? What has happened with the culture to this point?
Yeah. The culture's dead.
I think it's time for me to watch.
The culture's dead and somebody shot him.
Yeah.
This is so let's start it off with this, right? It was funny.
Yes, it was funny.
And let's talk about
I laughed. I chuckled at a couple clips.
Let's talk about things that are funny, right? There was a lot of people that benefited from it. There was, I think, a lot of the big criticisms that people had for the last Stream University was like stuff like like the amount of creators that were already basically lit before they came to Stream University. He had a lot of people in there that didn't stream at all before they came to Stream University last year. Like, there was a definite, and he took that criticism, right? He actually had a lot more people coming into it that A, weren't lit at all, B, were strictly streamers, even if they were lit. Like, cool, right? He had a lot more people that were grinding. It was great, right? He had a bunch of people that blew up from it. You have notable names like Suburb Baby, who just really blew up like crazily. You had people like Max, Marlon, like a bunch of people that blew up like from it. Wardrobe.
Yeah.
You had
I seen this one dude. I guess he's like a I guess the role that he played was like the tech guru, basically. So he went around just like
I forgot his name too.
Small creators like set up they streams and shit.
Yeah, he was helping small creators set up their streams. It was dope, bro.
I don't know if it was with Agent or if it was it was some other white nigga. He was like one of the
Ludwig?
professors. Was it Ludwig?
Could have
I
been
think it was
Ludwig,
He
yeah.
was like, if you didn't write nothing down, like I just stopped streaming, like because he did the whole like class or whatever, and he was like trying to put people on game or whatever. And he was like, yeah, y'all gotta write shit down because unironically, like he's trying to like get people to understand like, taking the content shit seriously and like making a career out of streaming. It's like it was kind of adjacent to what like Agent did the last time.
Agent was the one, he did it last time, but like even then, like all of the professors this year did much better in actually like providing something for the people that had came there, stuff like that. So like I said, bro, I definitely think this was the best year yet. I definitely think it was very entertaining. I think it was very constructive in a sense.
In a sense.
But let's get into the doom of the day.
Get into doom of the day, man.
And it's not literally doom of the day, but like the elephant in the room, bro. What is the content that we are putting out, bro? I found myself at a crossroad, bro, because I'm like, as much as I want to be the nigga that's like, yo, like, I want to be the nigga that's like, yo, I'm happy, and this was like, I want to be the nigga that has no criticism for it.
That's not even a thing.
It's not a thing, bro.
Like,
unfortunately, I feel like people in the audience want you to be that.
Yeah.
And I from an audience perspective might want that in like my before I turn my brain on. Like you watch a thing, you like a thing, you like I'm not really trying to hear niggas criticize the thing.
Yeah.
That's a simple thought process.
when it's the one thing.
Yes,
this is our one Stream University. This is one thing that a black man started. So some people look at it as, bro, save your criticisms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But even then, if you paid attention, he didn't say the problem was with Streamer University.
Stream has a content problem.
This is what my thing is. I feel like it gets really dishonest when we get to the whole like that. The thing about not having any criticism or wanting people to save their criticism, it does get to dishonesty because when you think about it, I'm like, what if A, nigga just didn't find it funny? That's already a person who's gonna have the criticism, but like B, you know the characters we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you spent any time paying attention to the people like involved in our popular streamer world, you'd understand that like they do shit to themselves that
we got some clips that I'm gonna help you understand.
Like I want to save the criticism. Trust me.
Here, and before we get into clips, I want to say this. One of the biggest things that happened out of Stream University was the debacle with Black Boy Max
and OJ. Jesus Christ, that was
crazy. Blew up everywhere, been everywhere, shade room, everywhere, right? And a lot of black people had a lot of things to say about it because OJ, who is a different streamer, basically walked up to Max, and we've talked about Max on the pod before. The diva tattoo, the wearing a lace front,
the twerking, twerking being gender neutral.
Yeah, twerking being gender neutral. Like these were the things he was saying, and there's a bunch of people that are like, okay, whatever, and there's a bunch of people that are like, oh, he's trying to indoctrinate kids. Sure. I want to show y'all the things that were happening at Stream University, and then we'll talk about indoctrinating kids, and we'll also get into how the thing that came out of OJ's mouth is so hypocritical. Damn, I didn't put that clip in here. Oh, that's sad. Or well, Alan probably had that clip, but
we'll put it in with post.
Yeah, we can put it in. Let's get into the baseline of Stream University has a content problem, right? These are the things I want to point out. We're going to point out the way that we're going to talk about how indoctrinating kids is a thing that they always say when it comes to LGBTQ, when it comes to these things. And
there's a heavy like Christian nationalist bent.
Christian nationalist.
Which is funny because I don't think they realize it because these white kids in the audience like are really heavily on that Christian nationalism stuff. But like the moral principles through which a lot of black people still use like have that very Christian like bent to it. So
and I want to tell you that's bullshit. It's bullshit because it's bullshit because
Selective.
I'm about to show you clips of shit that is not considered indoctrination when there could be kids watching these same things and these same people that they look up to watching Stream University, you know, respond a certain way. We can get into the first clip. This is of one of the biggest people that he did really good. I'm pretty sure I done seen the nigga AIDS go from 14 to 16 to 17. They usually do that when it comes to young streamers because they're young, they're minors.
Right.
So to skirt accountability, they say it'll be one thing that says, oh, he's 14. And then next week it'll be like, oh, he's 17 years old. And then, this is he's obviously a child though. Okay. This is a situation that happened. I'm going to explain it briefly and then we'll watch everything unfold. There's going to be 3 clips in it that I put together. The first clip is the thing that happened to him, which you'll see what it is. It's basically hot sauce getting poured on him. The second clip is you'll hear what Kai says about what's happening after this happens. And then the third clip is just so rich into what we're talking about because we talk about what's content and what's not content. We can get into the first clip with Blizzo. So.
You ain't got no bags on there. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm on the floor. Fuck, I'm on the floor. I ain't throwing nothing on Give me them guns first. Give me them guns. Give me that gun first. I didn't throw nothing on you, fuck is niggas talking about? Nigga,
to a child. Fuck is niggas talking about?
Get his ass.
To a child. To a child.
That's hot sauce. That's Zaxby's hot sauce.
To a child.
in front of all these cameras.
To a child. That's, hold on, pause it. That's at least, I want to say with all the cameras around, that's at least maybe a good 100,000 people that just watch that.
More. Way more.
More, you think?
Nigga, Suburb Baby had 100 himself at certain times in this. That's easily 200K. Easily 2, 3, 4. I mean, Kai Cenat, I'm pretty sure he peaked at 1 million at one point. Like when the stream started. When I saw him the other day when I saw Kai streaming, he had 658K.
Yeah.
So like if we're talking about there, it had to have been at least 300 million people or 200, 300.
And they were just surrounding the nigga.
Something he did, right? And this is what I want to say. Something he did to them, whether it was water getting poured on them, hot sauce, content farming, clip farming.
Gotta get the nigga back.
And we'll talk about that. Something he did to them that then provoked a response. They grabbed him, they poured hot sauce on him. And can we go back like 3 seconds? We're gonna hear what Kai Cenat says now.
Mind you, these niggas are all grown ass men.
Yeah, they're all 30s.
Fuck this shit, bro.
No, but Dub poured the whole thing on Bilzo. Bilzo is his whole body having a crazy reaction right now. I'm trying to call Dub.
So pause it. You can pause it. So this got crazy because the hot sauce got poured on him, and he had like an allergic reaction or something crazy happened to where he has to go to the hospital because it was all in his eyes. It was like it really irritated his skin. It was hot sauce. Irritated the fuck out this
whole Sweet Baby Ray's massive container of hot sauce poured on this nigga back and face and
whole shit.
And
so he went to the hospital.
Nigga.
And I know what niggas gonna say. Well, I mean, he's a content creator. Even if he was down for the content, nigga, you have to understand this is a child.
We'll give him 13. Wait. But we'll get to it. Let's watch what he says after the next day.
The camera down.
This is them telling him to put the camera down.
Our first pledge. Hi. Hey. I'm sorry for what happened to you yesterday. It's not a thank you. I'm sorry that happened.
I got a question.
What?
Can I get your number?
Baby. Literally baby. You're 17.
No, I'm not.
14?
No.
How old are you?
The reason why I added that last clip, right? Shorty looks at this nigga and says, I'm sorry for what happened to you yesterday. He says, thank you. She says, no, it's not a thank you. I'm sorry. He says, can I get your number? So why I added that is because I want you to understand what were you saying? What were you just saying? Oh, he's 14.
He's for the
Even if it is.
Even if so there are people on the internet that are gonna make excuses and say, well, Bilzo was doing a bunch of crazy shit. He shouldn't have poured no shit. He shouldn't have. And this is when I say Stream University has a content problem.
Yeah.
People like Kai Snap, people like Dub, people like DDG, people like all of these mainstream streamers that are big and that are at Stream University. There's a constant problem in power dynamics with the people at Streamer University, when they're the big people versus the small people, right?
Because it's now a money game to y'all.
Because it's a money game, right? Yep. And why is it a money and content farming game? Because someone on paper could say, well, Bilzo did this shit first, and that's why they did that to him. The problem is, let's look at it from this. You have to look at it from the lens of what it truly is. Mm-hmm. Bilzo knows he's not going to get followers. He's not going to get the shit that he wants out of it. Damn, I didn't put the high scale one in here either. Mm-hmm. He's not going to get followers. He's not going to get the shit he wants out of it. And the reason why is because you have to do crazy shit to get the followers, to be XYZ, to be the person that people see. And to get that clip, you have to do crazy shit. Mm. There's another clip that I forgot to put in here of another streamer, Haskell, literally the second he got on campus, being like, he's Stream University, you know, you gotta crash out, gotta be crazy, gotta make sure you stand out.
Should I just say fucking crash out? Yeah, I should. Because this is Streamer University, this is your moment. This is a moment for everybody to have fun. Think about Streamer University, you have to be a little bit of a crash out. This is a moment for these smaller streamers. You have to be a little bit controversial. Say nigga.
He ended up being one of the biggest benefiters of followers coming from it before he was expelled from the school for some shit that he did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Multiple people got expelled from the school, right?
Damn.
I'm about to show you another nigga. My point with the Bilzo thing is, this is a 14-year-old child that doesn't understand the implications of what he's doing.
Yeah.
So much so that the nigga had to go to the hospital in an allergic reaction. And when someone came to him, an adult came up to him and said, hey, I'm sorry that happened to you. He couldn't even pull him.
I gotta get a clip.
He couldn't even pull himself out the content because he's talking to a girl. He's talking to a beautiful girl. So he got to try to get her number to get the clip.
Yeah.
That's how removed from the actual implications
and
of
think
what
about it.
Stream University and the things that are happening, even to him.
Think about it. People will justify it by being like, well, he did the thing too. Think what you've done. You've just put the equal amount of onus as, because they're both content creators, they share the same job
they're
title.
both streaming.
You put the onus as same onus, 14-year-old as a 30-year-old.
30-year-old what? Dub has a child that is 8 or 9 or at this point, I don't know how old
So
Woo-Wop is.
half your age.
Woo-Wop is almost as old as that nigga. Woo-Wop gotta be here, I'm gonna look it up.
So the actions and the crazy thing is, you're not supposed to look at it as it's crazy to be doing this to a child because it's content. Which is funny because that's a child mindset.
Woo-Wop's 10.
Woo-Wop's 10.
Meaning he's probably 4 years older than that nigga. He has a son that's 10 years old doing that to a 14-year-old.
So my thing is, so if we're going to do this thing where it's that's where the line has to come in. Because there is no line at all, even for him to be like, oh yeah, it was crazy what happened last night. It did kind of fuck me up. But nah, it's all good. It's just content. Because he hasn't even matured enough to develop that conversational skill. You got camera on you, girl in front of you, get the clip, what happened to me, it's all good. Can I get your number? Because that's literally what the content is. Which allows what? It's a permission structure.
Exactly.
For these old ass people to do whatever the fuck they want.
Which allows what? I'm so glad you said which allows what. We're going to look at the next clip. This is a completely different clip of another person that was there, right? The person that was being assaulted, basically, in this next clip is Kai Cenat's brother, another streamer he streams, but he's not as big as the dude that is doing the act, right? Another that's standing next to him, waterboarding him, is Larry, who is another who blew up on TikTok for getting girl content, gas station Larry.
Before,
that
gas
nigga.
station nigga, yeah.
Let's watch this next clip. It's going to be the one with Dami. Yeah.
I take care of my kids, nigga. Drink up.
The nigga being water poured on him, that's Kai Cenat's brother.
Little Kello, don't say a word, nigga. Tommy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Yeah. And if that mockingbird don't come on, drink, nigga. Ring around the rosy.
He's tapping.
Full of posies. Ashes. We all fall down. Bitch. We all fall down, son. We all fall down, son.
I got that drag you. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on.
See, he just came out the.
There are
Wow.
There's that told me, I made a video about this. There's niggas that told me, well, you didn't see the first part of when Kello poured water on him and his cameraman. What did you just say, JJ?
What does it allow, gang?
What does it allow?
Permission structures. We're doing this thing where it's like, if you can do anything for the content, especially if someone else provokes you first, so that you could just, why don't we just stick a bunch of kids down the fucking mine, do child labor, and bring them fucking vlog cameras?
It's the Mr. Beast shit.
Yeah.
Do the vlog camera.
When does it become like, bro, this nigga's tapping and being waterboarded and choked out. And there are literally niggas standing, looking at this and saying, well, he shouldn't have poured water on his camera.
Like, does
I could already probably like envision the interaction beforehand. He probably took the water just here. And then y'all niggas full Nelson.
I don't give a fuck if the nigga took the water and like did it in his face.
I don't care if the
I don't give bro, when someone
on.
is tapping their arm, that's a universal hey, I'm being choked out, I can't breathe.
Whatever joke you're
doing, it's done now.
Yeah.
I'm being tapped out. Even like there are literal niggas that will do it. Choke a nigga out, and what do they say? Tap, nigga. Cause at least you look like a bitch, you tapped out.
Yeah.
This nigga kept going while the nigga is tapping out.
Because
why?
Content.
Both hands.
There's not a part of you that like you're watching this and it's like, oh, this is funny. They get fucking in it. Oh,
that shit is like weird.
Wait.
Whoa. He's being waterboarded.
Like,
whoa.
there's no part of you that like while you're smiling, laughing at this thing, being like, okay, it's running a little bit long now, yo.
I'm gonna show the last clip because this is the fun that people talk about, right? And even in the funniness, I could acknowledge me. I can acknowledge that, nigga, I laughed at this clip when I first saw it. And I'll probably laugh again. At the same time, we talk about indoctrinating kids and we talk about what the effect of it is when it comes to a Black Boy Max and when it comes to LGBTQ, but we don't talk about it in the sense of what it comes to disrespecting women to the point where you can look at her, she's asking you a real question and you say, can I get your number as a, as Billzo, or you do shit like this. Let's see Suburb Baby, the biggest nigga from Streamer University.
Florida, sure.
I don't want to be one of your hosts.
Fuck you then, nigga. Let your mama love you. Fuck wrong with you. You know what the fuck I am? Yeah. I'm that nigga.
Like that's that.
Yo, his whole. What I
then, bitch. Let your mama love you. like his. Because Shorty said, I don't want to be one of your hoes.
His entire personality is.
What I got from his like whole. Because I feel like his personality before Streamer University was not like that. When he got into that shit.
What did that tell you?
Content for
Because
me,
what?
nigga.
You got to be the big wild
you got to do the big wild shit. Like, as soon as I seen him do, like, the little interview with Kai in there, I'm like, oh, he's going to be on, like, some, like, rah, I'm going to push everybody to the side. And that shit's not.
That was like one of the
banana.
that was like a banal clip from what I seen with that.
Oh
nigga.
yeah, no, this was a chill clip.
Really,
this
like
was a chill clip. This was a really chill clip. I didn't want to do him bogus because, like, at the end of the day, bro, I'm happy for you, gang.
Because here's where it is that like a nigga like Suburb Baby, like you see that, and he's like, what's the problem with that? Nigga, what you laughing? You being funny. The problem is like he's the least, like that is like the least offensive, right? Because the culture of the comedy that we're going for is stuff like that, where it's like it's the girl content, and pretty much every weird ass view that heterosexual niggas have in this avenue around like women and the interaction. So whether or not that's being awkward or that, or like pressing, or fucking having niggas like Adrian Broner around, like that entire, this is like a pervasive thing within the whole thing. A nigga like him can like win at the end or become like one of the most notable, and people will still celebrate, because I remember seeing his content well before he was on Stream University.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember seeing his like skits, and his skits are just funny. Like there are plenty of niggas who you watch them, they make funny skits. So like if anything generally, I'ma just root for them because it's good. The problem in lies not that Suburb Baby can't have his like flowers or he can't do nothing. It's that like that's what this
streaming
is. Like, this
streaming
is the
brings
best
on
you're about to get.
Streaming brings on an entirely different demon.
Yep,
It's an entirely
when you're talking to a bunch
demon.
of niggas who
look how Drewski was acting on stream.
Yeah, was he there?
No, he wasn't for this. But I'm
just
saying
in
like when
general.
Drewski was streaming with them, look how they were acting.
Yes, because
Different
you're talking to a
thing.
bunch of niggas who like stress authenticity. So like no surprising that I can't vibe with the like your whole personality will change when you're on live stream, even though y'all do it intentionally because you gotta get the money, you gotta get the clip. The thing is, it's like Squid Games. Once you okay that, okay, I'm about to go do this shit and embellish it and do whatever for the content just because XYZ, is like, where does it stop? In the midst of that, right, just for Stream University, say all the crazy shit go down, no one gets too badly injured, even though this 14-year-old went to the fucking hospital. And like everyone comes out on the other side, cool. Like, okay, then what? Next year, when they do it in Europe, you're gonna see the exact same themes happening.
It's gonna be people getting arrested in Europe.
Why you say that?
Because they about to do some
it's number one, it's completely different laws from over here.
That is true.
And yeah, this is gonna be niggas.
But like it's like nigga like
can
him
see
is
it now.
not that he can't laugh or have a joke or make a joke. It's that like a nigga like him, and we saw like when he posted his picture at the end where the nigga was like cross-eyed with the jumpsuit.
Cross-eyed. He posted his picture like basically like his dump of the thing. And the first picture is him being cross-eyed with the jumpsuit on and a ski mask and a toy gun. And I'm like,
yo, it's like
majority white kids watching Stream University, dog.
And it's like, yes, maybe we'll live and die and be 40 and never will a Fred Hampton inspired nigga go on Stream University and be funny and then be co-signed by Kai Cenat. Maybe that never happened.
Why can we never co-sign as a community? We always talk about like, nigga, we talk about dumb shit like quarter zips can change or stop saying the N-word because it can change. Why can't we just not co-sign like minstrelsy?
Yeah.
Like why is it never like why is it never niggas not winning? Like, and that's the thing. That's the culture of it. And that's why I say there's a content problem, because the culture of it is niggas like Agent who are teaching niggas isn't the shit that's gonna blow up for days.
You have to
niggas
demean
who
yourself.
are, you have to demean yourself.
Yep.
You have to demean yourself. You have to get into an altercation. You have to do some outlandish shit that will get the white people laughing enough to where they think it's worthy enough to go on Twitter and make a bunch of clips to you. And these niggas are based in Israel. And these niggas is based in Arkansas. And these are the niggas who's making y'all clips, bro. If you go through Twitter, I was looking through the clips to find these clips. If you go through Twitter and just look at the titles and the captions of these clips, I'm reading them and I'm like, yo, these are not niggas making these clips.
Nope.
These are white people. Cause I'm hearing the microaggressions or the like it'll say some like random shit like what was I reading? It's like this person, Yana falsely accuses man of and I'm like, it was literally her not wanting a nigga to touch her. What?
It's in
or like Suburb Baby puts on his YN thug hood. Like what are we like, bro? So the question that I have to look at as a black streamer, as a nigga, well, Matt, why didn't you put in your shit to Stream University? Cause I know what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not finna go on Streamer University and get a bunch of niggas that's like, man, bro, this nigga really. I might get a few niggas that's cool. I'm not gonna get the followers. I'm not gonna get the. You know why, bro? Because I'm gonna get kicked out on the second day because a nigga grabbed me so hard. I want to actually put my hands on you. Because I understand the lines of content. No, it's not content. Me getting dragged in hot sauce poured on me, gang.
No, it's not.
Because I threw some water on you. I seen Rakai. This nigga Rakai got water thrown on him by a girl. Got thrown in his face. This is another thing about the power structures and the dynamics. We also have to understand we live in a patriarchal society. We live in a society that is men first. Mm-hmm. She poured water on the nigga face. What does that look like? Oh, you got bitched. You're disrespected as a man. She disrespected your masculinity, your manhood. So what does that mean? You have to take it to the next level. Yep. So what did he do? He took an entire thing of Zaxby's fucking ranch or sauce and threw it all on her, in her face, in her hair, everything. All over her clothes, everything.
Where she got what she
You
shouldn't
can
have.
ruin a nigga's property now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. she got what she deserved. She shouldn't have put her hands on. You can ruin a nigga's property, and that's okay because bitch got what she deserved. You can yell in the bitch's face. You can yell.
That sounds like?
What does that sound like?
The Shay Frost. Remember when he was going through his allegations after he fucking beat Shorty? Well, she was saying,
and we act like these things don't have
real
world implications, or these dots don't connect. When they do, then you look around and you see a generation of kids saying yeah and harassing women. You see rejection. A girl says, "Oh, I gave my girls can't win. Oh, I gave my number to this dude because he asked for my number and I was scared because he might get rejected." What? Why would you give your number to? Oh, you a bop, you a going hoe, you a da da da. Okay, I'm gonna reject him next time. I reject him.
You a bop, you a going hoe.
No. Oh, she disrespected your masculinity, nigga. You gotta get it back in blood. You gotta do something to. These are things that are being reinforced in our children. Yep. You're gonna see it in 5 years and wonder, oh my God, the kid's crazy. Lock them all up. Bro, it's being reinforced in their media.
I just seen a video the other day, not even the other day, yesterday. This lady, she was walking down the street. This one raggedy ass nigga on a bike. I guess he was trying to holler at her. She was like, "No, I'm not interested. Like, please stop following me." Because at this point, like, she done told the nigga no up the block, and he's still following her on the bike. She tells him no again. He rides past, circles around, rides past again, spits on her, takes off.
Oh, well, what that got to do with? Bro, you just saw this nigga say, "Fuck you then, bitch. Let your mama love you." Like, maybe we understand.
It's funny because
we understand as niggas and we're 22 years old that it's funny. Maybe we understand that. Bro, a 12-year-old boy that already in all of his media, all his red pill media that he's consuming from these oligarchs that's pushing the algorithms, in all of the media that he's consuming, he is seeing that it's okay to disrespect women. And if he doesn't have people in his life telling him that's not the case, that he'll listen to, because he's not going to listen to maybe his brother, his mama, his dad. He won't listen. He's going to listen to niggas that he looks up to on the content shit because he want to be a streamer. He want to be an influencer. He want to do. If he doesn't see that being reinforced in what they're saying,
what is he going to do?
What is he going to do? He's going to become one of these niggas.
Whatever for the content.
Whatever for the clip and the content.
And it's not whatever. Literally.
And it's gonna go far, but it'll either go farther than the content because we act as though we wasn't them same young niggas doing the same shit when we was on the PS4 party.
That's what I was gonna say.
Niggas was doing that.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not whatever for the content because you would in that scenario have other people who are like opposed to this, like blowing up and having that same influence. What you're gonna repeat is what's socially acceptable and what's repeated in these groups already. A kid like what's his name, Bilzo?
Bilzo, yeah.
He's doing that. Yo, let me get your number. You think that he's
seen it a million times?
He's an authentic content creator that's doing something no one's done before for the first time? No. There's a program you have to go along with to get the clips to be accepted in these groups. So you have to ask yourself, especially as a black person in that space.
Almost like a hazing ritual.
It's not indoctrination.
No, to them it's not indoctrination, but as a black person in this space, you have to ask yourself, what are the things that are being incentivized in these content models? What are they saying they want me to do and contribute to this in order to reward me with that attention? There is no other model besides, it's like us, and then it's like that. And if you a nigga and you watching us, probably if you want to talk about politics, it's going to be a heavily, like, probably push you towards that. But there's not this group of people who are in that space.
It's also a different, it's also a differing spotlight as well, because you think about the claviculars of the world. I'd never compare a clavicular to these niggas because, bro, there's two different people. There's implication of the word. But even then, bro, people would think a clavicular is better than these niggas. Why, though? Let's talk about the why.
Because he doesn't do the negative black stereotypes that you're already associating with black people.
You already have these stereotypes associated with black people. They're wild, they're vulgar, they're outlandish, and we're the niggas that get those clips made about us. Clavicular and them don't. They might get the clip of saying the N-word. That's acceptable in white supremacy in their culture.
Wait. That proves the point. The clip that they do get is when they say the N-word. Because there is an undercurrent of you niggas are not serious. We will laugh at your expense. We will joke at your expense. Your women are being made uncomfortable. Doesn't really matter. It's funny. It's everything. And that's the thing is that you always have to question with creators in this space is walking a line between being like, you as a black man have to save the entire black community all the time, and saying you as a black man should not be Tyler Perrying us again to get notoriety. That's the thing. It's like, that's the thing that leaves a bitter taste in the mouth, even in the blow up of people like Suburb Baby.
Yeah.
Because like, yes, I want you to get your bag. I want you to be a funny nigga and go get the bag and be good in your life. But like, if your content is constantly going to the wheel of, let me play into the demeaning black people stereotypes because it's funny. It's been like that for the last decade, and you wonder why clavicular niggas are on Twitch.
You end up like King Batch.
You end up like King Batch, and no one was ready to speak out about King Batch saying anything bad during Vine days. Everyone was laughing.
Bro,
at that
if y'all
shit.
think
the Watermelon, the Jordans, and the X.
Because back then, that was the main stereotype.
That was how far they're going.
And that was the content that was being pushed.
Yup.
Now it's Nazis. Now there's theory. Now it's so it's like, how am I? So I grew up in these areas.
And y'all shake up with them. Dubs have made content with these niggas.
So like, how am I supposed to, like, as a black person, like, it's like there's no room to have an opinion. You just keep going along to get along because you don't want to be the nigga.
Because the opinion is money. If you're not making money, you don't have an opinion. If you are making money, then shut the fuck up because you're gonna stop making money if you have an opinion.
Yeah, and if you get one of us canceled, if you get there's a whole thing. People don't act like humans are humans when they watch content. That's the problem. All of these things are reinforced. There's a specific culture that is being reinforced. And there's not a lot of examples of counterculture.
Stream universities,
because all of that is where the money and the reward goes in. Yeah, that's where the notoriety goes.
And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Like, I literally have had so many people. Oh, why didn't you go? Why didn't you go? Stream university is not a safe space. For a nigga like me, gang. Yeah. Like, and I don't mean that in the sense of, oh, they gonna hurt my feelings and I'm gonna cry. I mean that in the sense of, dog, I'm gonna be in jail, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I can only tolerate so much.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can envision myself.
That's most people though.
Yeah. I'm not the type of person that can jump into a content mode.
Yeah. I have a very bad job with doing that.
As far as like,
most of the stuff that you see from me is exactly like the energy that I be having off.
I can jump into a
as far as like,
mode. It just there's levels to it. My university, I know. This is the thing about Stream University, bro. It's like high school for me, gang. Yeah. Stream University, I know niggas will get intimidated by my intelligence.
It's like a dick swinging contest over there,
Niggas will get intimidated by my intelligence. Niggas will get intimidated by if I'm chopping it up and I'm spitting game to a girl. Niggas will get intimidated by that, and what will come from that?
They try to get a clip out of you.
It's exactly. That's where the clip farming happens.
Yep.
Then a nigga say, oh, this nigga bitch. Okay, I'm going to bitch him in front of everybody. Okay, you bitch me, gang.
And then you get clotheslined.
Next thing you know, then I get clotheslined, or then I get something. And then it's not content. Oh, Matt, just get him back in content. No.
You want me to go
real now. You real now.
I'm about to say, you think I'm going to,
Because you're not embarrassing me on some, oh, this is my homie. I don't even know you, gang. You just embarrassed me in front of 100,000 people.
It's because you expecting me to go do the thing.
It's dirty macking. No.
You want me to go do the thing?
They saying it's dirty, bro. They're saying it's dirty macking, and they're telling niggas that they're telling bitches that they have that motherfuckers got herpes. Yeah. I seen this nigga DDG be like, oh, this nigga got herpes. I
seen that.
How is, bro, that's not, especially, it's one thing to dirty mac that to a nigga like DDG. Me saying DDG got herpes is never gonna stick the way DDG says a random nigga you've never seen before on stream has herpes.
Yeah.
That's different. It's different from a Kai Cenat choking out. Imagine you choking out, Kai Cenat choking out a nigga, or Kai Cenat and Suburb Baby throwing a nigga in the pool, versus a random nigga who has 100 viewers getting thrown in the pool by Kai Cenat or something. It's going to be a completely different media speed, because if you do it to Kai Cenat, what is it? It's the same thing that happened to OJ and Plackboy Max.
Yeah.
If OJ calls out Plackboy Max and says, I ain't gonna lie, you got to stop that diva shit, nigga, you a demon. You're going to have a bunch of people that say, he's right, but then you're going to have a bunch of people on the streaming side of things, his peers, that are going to say, nigga, OJ a weirdo, even though a month ago, all of y'all was saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Everybody a month ago was like, Max is wild and Max is it. And it's the second OJ did it, a nigga with 70K followers.
You know what happened?
They said, oh, nah, what?
You know what happened? OJ did it. Everybody sat back for a bit, paid attention to the stratosphere on what people were saying. Oh shit, nobody's on this nigga OJ side? Okay. Nigga, OJ, you a weirdo.
Bro, you a weirdo to the point where...
If I check your VOD right now, I'll see you talking shit about Black women.
To the point where what? OJ just deleted his Instagram.
Oh, they really got on him.
And there it is. Because it's never going to be... It's like if a woman comes out and says, this person assaulted me. to a random nigga.
Whoop that trick.
Versus if this person assaulted me and it's Deshae Frost. It's not gonna stick the same way, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a safe space for small streamers, even though it's the literal premise is about small streamers. No, it's a content farm that you can use to make money, promote your shit to small streamers, or that you can use for at the expense of small streamers.
Yeah, you make them content, and it's like that's the thing is that like
when it was victim to that content.
When it was for the money, again, everyone is not defending Black Boy Max because it's not about the principle, it's about the money. Why would I jump down that and get put on the side of the internet where I got to defend the nigga with the diva tattoo? And he is kind of weird. It is kind of going again. All your audience thinks like that, and then the moment another nigga does it and you can make the clip out of it, well, what happens? Yeah, we end up fucking in a position where everyone's switching sides, and now everyone gives a fuck about morals and
but now everybody cares about morals. Oh, you made him
because
cry.
Black Boy Max is the bigger streamer.
You made him cry. This nigga Bill went to the hospital. No, you made Max cry. So it's clout. Because you understand you can't burn that bridge with Max the way you can burn that bridge with OJ.
Yeah,
it's different. It's very different.
Yep, you'll clear niggas in the comment section saying the same shit about Black Boy Max every day, but when it's Black Boy Max in the room and you're a streamer and you have to maintain the clout and you have to not get on the nigga bad side, you will make that call because you have to maintain the clout. That's what happens that's where your moral lines get really crossed and where you put niggas in the hospital. It's because y'all do anything for the content because it generates that clout and attention. There is not a line that niggas want to bring out because they say, oh, that's just lame shit, or it's just too much to be considerate of a nigga at a time. But look, in the midst of that, you sending people to the hospital and finding a moral center at the same time.
Bro, I just want us to be like free, bro, for real.
We got a factory reset.
Yeah, like can we have people blow up that's not like
it's the
doing
same
the same minstrel stereotypes every time? Like Kai has cleaned up his shit a little bit more now. Now he's like the president, like leader of things, but like he was in the fucking depths doing that shit to get the attention to drive him.
Exactly.
Get him to that point. Now
Speed was in them depths too.
Can we do any goddamn thing else, or can we
this
ask
nigga Max
ourselves,
was in them depths, he started changing, and now the nigga is a demon spawn that's gay. Like sold his soul and
so
shit.
At a certain point,
we are the only
nigga with
group
the
of people that
knots
get
and
that,
the damn
bro.
near dress.
So at a certain point,
the Cyclops glasses.
At a certain point, what is the culture feeding? Like, what are we pushing? Why is it that you do have to be the nigga who smears shit on the wall and be like, I'm gonna crash and kill a nigga in order to be the biggest nigga at Streamer University? Why is that? Maybe when we get someone who does it differently and does a different thing, then we'll be like, oh, okay, he's really breaking through. But like, no, right now, there's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of clicks. Everyone's on Twitch. People be watching more than fucking TV nowadays. Like, they're gonna make a fat bag if they keep engagement farming, regardless of what the content is. If it's getting your attention, they will make a fat bag. So until they'll just continue making that decision, get your money, XYZ. But like over time, you are degrading like the actual culture that people take from it when they watch you. Like people stop it at the they're gonna watch me thing.
Yeah,
they never
exactly.
deep the like, what are they watching? And because everything about that is you're being too deep about it.
Yeah.
Like, I never understood
because
that.
that'd make you reflect.
It would make you reflect, and it'd be like, oh, somebody.
If you think about them, and that's also why, like, bro, you see all this shit happening, and they don't do shit for the fans that give them the hundreds of thousands of gifted subs. Why? Because, bro, they don't think of you as a fan base. They don't actually think it. Niggas, when you have niggas like take it to a different level, that's when they start thinking of you as a fan base. Speed understands he is a fan base. Kai understands he is a fan base. He has to clean up his image. Someone like Max has started to understand that. Bro, when you're in that like hellhole, you don't have like you don't even think of them as a fan base. You think of
dollars, nigga.
As dollars, as a bunch of motherfuckers just there to watch you do the outlandish shit. Because at the end of the day, if you thought about them as fans, you'd actually have to start. Your insecurities, no one's strong enough to battle their insecurities when 20,000 people is looking at you. Your insecurities would have to start coming out. You start to understand and start to deep like, oh, people are watching me. And like, they're real people. They're real people that create actual what's it called? Profiles of who I am on the internet based off the things that I put out there. And if you think about it like that, that's when you start to like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
They don't.
I remember when you got to that point where it's like you want to blow up, but like at what cost?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to, but in this specific way.
Exactly.
Like when you're
Bro, I could have
surrounded.
been blown up if I was doing, bro, the amount, even the opportunities that I've gotten, the people that I've met. I didn't literally, the niggas that was at Streamer University are mutuals. Some of these niggas are mutuals. Like, I'm at the point now where I have more followers than the nigga OJ before he deleted shit. Like, I have literal people in there in a 1 degree separation. I could have been on the E-dates. I could have been on the bullshit. And it's just like, bro, it got to a point where it's like, bro, but like
what if I want to do my own
really
thing?
want to be?
What if I want to do my own thing? Who do I actually want to be in this space? And it sucks because it's also like, I don't hate everybody in that space. I think a lot of those niggas is funny. I think, well, not a lot. I think some of those niggas, a few of those niggas is funny. I think
small portion of them niggas.
One nigga is funny.
I think one nigga is funny. I think like literally, but I think some of them niggas is funny. I used to watch a lot of those niggas when I was growing up. Like, I don't hate these people. They all black. A lot of them black at the end of the day. I don't hate these people. It just be like, bro, I know I can never be cool with y'all because, bro, y'all not real people, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all don't actually think about people as real people.
You don't want to
bro.
be real, even if it would be a cost to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the annoying part, is that I'm like, I can get
even
into
if you could
content
make
mode.
money being real.
You
don't
can
wanna
be, but
real.
everyone is the math is the conventional wisdom is it's a loss. So I'm just gonna avoid it, even though in my mind it's not a loss. You gain so much more in respect, in how you feel about yourself, and also you can literally gain more money wise if you just do a different thing. Speed. But like we see that stuff keeps getting like reinforced. So it's like you're kind of left as a streamer on the outside to find another path to prove that there is another formula that can be had. Because it's not innovation or pushing the culture forward that we're after. We were talking about it like yesterday about how like what's the implications, what's the message, like what's going on. It's like it's nothing.
Nothing.
Never mind. This has no implications. It's nothing. It's just us having fun.
And it
Y'all
lives
niggas
and
taking it
dies.
seriously.
And that's
It lives
also
and
why niggas' attention span is fucking milk.
Yep.
It's soup.
Milk, nigga.
Like literally, bro. Like you
Fucking
wonder
dumb.
why, bro. The generations like that, and it's that shit, bro.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it definitely is not. It's not helping.
it can't be helping.
It's not helping.
Like what?
You can't say it's helping.
You can't
It
say
helped
it's
suburb,
helping,
baby, but you cannot say it's helping.
Exactly.
like
It helped. It helped
broad-
suburb. It helped Kai. It helped Duke. It helped. But bro, is it helping? Is it pushing the culture? What is the culture that's being pushed?
Is it redefining it?
Is it redefining
We're on
it?
kind of that,
Innovating?
like,
any
second or
third
thing.
Mafia-thon, second streamer? Like, bro, like
You got to start asking them questions, and it's like,
Vivette ain't even came out. Gang.
yeah, what happened? Hey, let's move to. Let's move to. I completely
It's
forgot
out
about
the mud with Mashad. Like,
it's out the mud, nigga. Oh my gosh! But like, see, this is what I mean about like pushing the culture.
Yeah,
right?
pushing the culture, bro.
Is because there's this anti-intellectual streak that's in these entertainment circles, especially on like places like Twitch, is why they have niggas who use their brain and they'll be like, y'all just doing too much. It's because it's the cool cultural thing to just turn your brain off. And why the same question we ask with Stream University is like, while your brain's turned off, what is being pushed to you? Y'all only seem to clock it when it's gay people. But like, what is being pushed to you is also something that applies to more aspects of Black culture than just entertainment. It applies to the political world as well. This is pretty much like, the doom of the day.
yeah.
Doom of the day.
Doom of the
Moving
day.
into the doom of the day. We gonna stop getting these fucking prosecutors who are Black and being like, yeah, this has changed.
Yo, I ain't never like
Stop.
community leaders. When I think of community leader, I think of everybody else but a cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we like?
But a cop or prosecutor.
We live in a country that like literally will look at a prosecutor and be like, yeah, you know, he could, bro. What do this nigga know about community and urban planning and green
Know about locking
spaces?
up
No,
niggas,
but
though.
he's a progressive prosecutor. He got some of the statutes slightly shifted to be slightly less discriminatory. Okay, can we fucking stop? So, okay, it's August 4th is a very important day because there's many people running for election, many people running for re-election on the national front. And actually, I'm going to go to this nigga page and find it because there was literally a collection of candidates that you should be paying attention to given like the Congress just voted
Israel.
yeah, they just voted to send more money to Israel.
Yeah.
And you have Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan facing off against Haley Stevens, who is AIPAC's choice.
Ain't
You-
he up like what? 13.
There was a poll that came out that was pretty good for him. Showed he was up like 13 points or something. Damn. But there's other polling that says otherwise. So still go out and vote. It's probably going to be a close race. In Michigan's 13th district, Donovan McKinney, black man, he's a progressive challenger to this nigga Rep Thanadar. He has like some of the most corporate PAC money, like just straight corruption. But what we're talking about today is Missouri's 1st district, which includes St. Louis. If you are black and in St. Louis, you need to listen to every single word I'm about to say for the next however many minutes. Cori Bush is running again in Missouri's 1st district against current Congressman Wesley Bell, who unseated her in 2024 because Cori Bush was already elected. How did that happen?
Yeah, how'd that happen, man?
Who are these people? Why do we need to pay attention? What does this have to do with the culture? All those questions.
AIPAC Shakur.
There are ops. There are ops in the black community. And I am not having it.
What'd you say about Harriet?
Harriet would have left him. Harriet would have left Wesley too, nigga. Yeah. So my question.
Even you.
People are gonna.
We all have Vincent.
And there are people who are gonna take issue with me for this segment because, you know, in their mind they want it to just be the choice between the black man and the black woman. And at the end of the day, Wesley Bell has done some things that are kind of redeemable. So, you know, XYZ, where it's all good. There's no really reason to tear down another black man. Like we said, kind of with Kai's and that, except for this is critical. And this is why I will tear the nigga down. Like, this is very, 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 very critical. Because there's voting decisions at play here. So I'm going to read a couple articles and I'm just going to dive into some of the history here. So this was an article going over a little bit of history in the Missouri Independent. Cori Bush targets Wesley Bell's Israel stance in St. Louis congressional rematch. Because, yes. It's funny. It goes all the way back. Wesley Bell and Cori Bush's political careers were shaped by the protest movement that erupted in Ferguson in 2014 and grew into the national reckoning over race and policing, because this was when Michael Brown was killed. Michael Brown's killing by police in Ferguson pretty much set both of these characters on their path. Yeah. This article says, as a Ferguson city councilman, Bell witnessed nightly protests in the streets and volatile council meetings following the killing of Michael Brown Jr., an unarmed black 18-year-old, by Darren Wilson, the police officer, white guy. Bush was among the organizers demanding reform to the police and the court systems. So Wesley Bell gets his start, I believe, as he had been like in community stuff. I know he was a prosecutor. It says when Bell helped lead the city through federally mandated reforms, he earned the respect of certain activists who campaigned for him to unseat the long-standing St. Louis County prosecutor Bob McCullough in 2018. Bush supported his win at the time. So at this point,
so they like,
yeah, they were
together
cool.
Type shit.
Cori Bush was I don't know if she was just a nurse. I think she was just a nurse at the time, but she was like using her nurse skills in the field with like protesters during this time, because she was out there protesting and organizing in the wake of Michael Brown getting killed.
Yeah.
And then
that don't sound better than prosecutor.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it says, but for the past several years, one main issue putting them at odds has been Bell's support for Israel and Bush's advocacy for Palestinian liberation. In 2024, in one of the most expensive U.S. House primary races in U.S. history, spending by pro-Israel PACs helped push Bell to victory over then U.S. Representative Cori Bush. Why?
I thought them niggas was cool, man. Why you
they
spend
cool,
the bread?
but you know, one nigga can say genocide, one can't.
Bang out.
There's a few reasons why this isn't like cool, right? Let's begin with the whole Michael Brown shit. Let's take it right back.
Yeah. Cause that's like, yeah.
So this is an article after. So he ran for that position as the prosecutor to get. I don't know if the nigga was a white nigga, but like he was trying to replace the old like guard of people who had been there before. And his win was kind of like optimistic at the time because he made it a point to point out how like, yo, they didn't charge the officer that killed Michael Brown.
Yeah.
So you elect him, progressive prosecutor. He's a black man. Maybe he'll get in there. He'll do some other stuff.
Yeah,
X,
for real.
Y, Z. It's an article in The Intercept by Akilah Lacey. After Michael Brown's killing, Wesley Bell called for accountability on both sides in Ferguson for racism.
Both sides. Wait, what?
3 months after police officer Darren Wilson killed 18-year-old Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, 2014, setting off what became the Black Lives Matter movement, Wesley Bell, the current St. Louis prosecutor running to unseat Rep. Corey Bush, told a local news radio show that there wasn't a strong racial divide in Ferguson. Bell, who was serving as a municipal court judge and community college professor at the time, said he hoped Brown's killing would wake some people up to get black residents more engaged in their community, and that the real tragedy of the situation was that prosecutors hadn't shared Wilson's side of the story with the public, which was fomenting distrust in the process.
What?
In Bell's opinion, not releasing evidence that spoke to the quote-unquote the officer's side of the story was a mistake on part of the prosecution. To me, that's the tragedy of it.
That's the tragedy.
Is that months later, I can't even tell you whether I believe the officer should be indicted or not. Not because I don't have the evidence. No, because I don't have the evidence is what he's saying.
That's the tragedy in it, is that we didn't get to hear the officer side of the story.
Yes. Bush rose to prominence, national prominence, as a Black Lives Matter organizer in Ferguson. Bell was elected to Ferguson City Council in the first election following the surge of local protests, beating out a candidate supported by protester groups, and went on to unseat St. Louis prosecutor Bob McCullough, whom he criticized in this interview for the handling of the Brown case. Bell made the comments about Ferguson in November 2014 on the Nick T, I don't know what the fuck that nigga name is, show, which went off the air in 2017. At the time, Bell was a municipal court judge in the small St. Louis suburb of Velda City, which was sued in 2015 in a federal civil rights case over running an unlawful bail system. Brown's killing wasn't unique to Ferguson. Bell said during the radio segment, there are issues that have been plaguing our country since the beginning of the country. So when I hear, well, it's just Ferguson, even in this area, it's not just Ferguson. These issues have been happening all over the region, This in particular that happened in Ferguson and what's been playing in the media. It seems like it's so weird. Like, I don't understand why we're playing this like middle ground. It's like we're trying to preach to like black people like the liberation is like you must have faith in the system.
Yeah.
As opposed to like aggressively attacking the system that is
like where's the part of this article where it says Bell prosecutes him once he dethroned the other white guy?
It says
ain't that the whole fucking point to get
Bell said in the United States there's a racial divide. I think we agree with that. I'm saying relatively speaking Ferguson is not as bad. Ferguson's racial divide was less than normal, Bell said, notwithstanding the issues that still needed a lot of work, including diversity in the police force and government. But the need for accountability was on both sides, Bell said. African Americans need to get more involved.
So Mike Brown died and the need for accountability is on both. Like, how does that make sense?
So, like, we're finding
if we were more involved, then we wouldn't be getting shot by fucking cops.
If we voted more.
What? I mean, maybe. I mean...
What?
And what's weird about it is that, right? It's like, yes, if black people voted for the people that they wanted in office, possibly they'd get it. But I mean, they did Wesley Bell, and then you took money from AIPAC.
Yeah.
So how do they beat out that?
They put you in office, gang.
Someone fried the nigga for this response. He's saying the quote is pretty astonishing coming from not only a black man in St. Louis, but a black man who lived in Ferguson and was on a municipal court judge, said Thomas Harvey, a civil rights lawyer who ran the nonprofit law firm in St. Louis that sued Velda City under Bell's judgeship. Harvey is currently based in Los Angeles. He said it's also an indication of the deep racism in St. Louis that you could look at Ferguson and say it's not that bad, Harvey said. My issue is, right, like, this is beyond the pale because it comes off as like this middle manager thing, right? And he gets away with it because he's black man, black skin. The problem is, and I brought up like a study for it, is that like, I don't know if I can let you get that off, gang. You're doing a lot of like internal work within the system, I guess. And Missouri is known for, or Ferguson in particular, Ferguson's police department is known for racial discrimination. And there was a whole fucking study that was done into the police department back in 2014, literally right as this shit happened. It found obviously like severe racial discrimination within the police department. Between 2012 and 2014, black people in Ferguson accounted for 85% of vehicle stops, 90% of citations, and 93% of arrests, despite comprising 67% of the population.
Well, it ain't that bad, man.
That's not that bad, though.
Black people were...
That's crazy.
Black people, the study also talks about, this is from the Department of Justice, by the way. The study, and it was under Obama, black people were more than twice as likely as white people to be searched after traffic stops, even after controlling for related variables, such as like what crime they were committing or accused of committing and stuff. Although they proved to be 25% less likely to be in possession of any illegal drugs or weapons. Also in Ferguson, they provided 95% of jaywalking tickets and 94% of tickets for failure to comply to black people during this time.
Jaywalking? I slapped the nigga.
So like when you look at this conversation.
And he says it's onus on both sides because black people don't vote. What, nigga?
Like we'll all vote tomorrow and still get hung by a police officer.
Bro, and you still gonna take AIPAC money.
In 2024, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee and other pro-Israel PACs spent more than $8 million backing Bell as a part of a broader strategy by AIPAC to unseat Israel's sharpest critics in Congress, including Cori Bush. Wesley Bell was among the largest beneficiaries of AIPAC-related spending in 2024. The group was founded in the 1950s and has been criticized by progressive Democrats for defending infinite occupation of Gaza.
If we as black people don't understand that these two issues, like, bro, people want to discredit the issue of Gaza and the issue of Israel in U.S. politics because they try to make it seem, black people try to make it seem as if there's no correlation between the black struggle, and like Palestinian struggle and those things. Gang, there is like mountains of correlation. What were we even just talking about? We were just talking about like victimhood and like even in what he just said, holding accountability. Oh, black people gonna take accountability. Even being the perfect victim in a system of democracy that was built on slavery.
And guess what? It's funny that you bring that up because he was elected, right? He got elected. This is also in the same Intercept article. Bell was elected St. Louis County prosecuting attorney against a 3-decade incumbent with close ties to the local police. Bell was lauded as the first black head prosecutor in the jurisdiction, someone who would champion the progressive reforms St. Louis had been pushing for since before Brown's killings. Staff attorneys in the St. Louis prosecutor's office were so angered by his win that they left the prosecutors union to join the local police union. It's like they're mad this nigga coming in and he might be a progressive prosecutor. But then Bell later disappointed his supporters when he declined to charge Wilson in Brown's killing after reviewing the case.
Wow.
On the radio.
What?
So the nigga, okay, so he basically was like, the people of Missouri, man, this killing is unjust. It shouldn't have happened. I don't know why. I don't know why that other prosecutor fumbled the bag on charging him. Get me elected, y'all.
Progressive
change the world, bro.
And they did.
They said, okay,
and
let's put you in the office.
You blamed voters.
The nigga got in the office. Everybody in the office was like, man, fuck this nigga, but he about to do some wild shit. He's too progressive for us.
Yep.
Actually, you know, it's kind of onus on both sides.
Did he
We're not gonna prosecute him.
did he say
In 2014, while that study was being taken place about how racist the Ferguson Police Department was systemically, on the radio show in 2014, the host, Talaferro or whatever, asked if Bell what he thought would happen if the grand jury decided not to indict Wilson. Bell said he didn't think there was any chance Wilson would remain an officer in Ferguson, but that the worst case scenario from a perspective of safety and unrest was if the grand jury decided not to indict. There's going to be some kind of violence response. It's just a matter of how much is what he said. And obviously we're praying that it's not a lot. Bell said he believed in a non-violent protest as opposed to violence. Last month, as the race began heating up, this was right before I believe he beat Cori Bush the first time. Civil rights groups issued a report claiming that his office had not delivered on the reforms he promised on the campaign trail, and that the jail population had steadily climbed up under his leadership, which is true. They said, quote, Wesley Bell has exposed himself as a fraud, said Working Families Party spokesperson Ravi Mangla. He's running on being a Ferguson reformer when it's clear that he couldn't see the deep lying issues in his own community. WFP is backing Cori Bush in the race. So what is the goal when we have like these black centers that are like majority black people? What should be the goal, like when it comes to policy, people that we're voting for, in your mind? Like, do we see there's this Kamala Harris versus like Cori Bush type politics?
Yeah.
Why do we like? What do y'all think is the importance of like specifically getting these choices right? Because I heard the talking was
choices
black
in
man
terms of
versus black
picking
woman
the right person
in this scenario.
Nigga,
Because
that.
it's like does
that,
the nigga
that's the reason why
it's like
it
does the nigga have to be a
matters so
neo-Nazi?
fucking yeah,
like he doesn't have to be a neo-Nazi.
The reason why it matters so much, especially even in October or in August 4th, to pick the right fucking person, it's because now we've seen it in action.
Yep.
Fool me once, okay. You know what I mean? You fooled us once, Wesley Bell. You did, gang.
Yeah.
You walked in there on some big and bad shit after Mike Brown saying, yes, we're going to prosecute. We're going to take care of this shit, XYZ. And you left way richer and nobody behind bars, gang.
No, more people behind bars.
More black people behind bars, no police behind bars.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the reality of it is like, and then you blame black voters for not voting. Oh, they got to take some onus and they got to vote better people in. So here's what it is. Now it's time to vote Cori Bush the fuck in.
Yep.
What the fuck? The reason there shouldn't be a line of black people that are on the fence about what you like what you said when you started. There might be people mad at me for that. There shouldn't be. Because the reality of it is we gave you an opportunity to show who you are, and you did.
Exactly.
You showed us exactly who you were.
When we talk about even their records, right? There's an article in the Missouri Independent that I'm pulling from Rebecca Rivas and Anna Spory. They talk about like each of their backgrounds, right? My thing is, I'm looking at some of this shit and it's like disqualifying. So we talked about the AIPAC money. Bell was among the largest beneficiaries of AIPAC-related spending in 2024. AIPAC is working on Bell's behalf, again, spending $770,485 so far in television ads in the St. Louis area through an organization called the United Democracy Project, which is their main like political PAC front. Federal Election Commission records show the group has spent up to $1.1 million overall in the primary through Friday to influence this election. Bell says he disagrees with the criticism and the characterization of AIPAC, saying what they focus on is strong U.S.-Israeli relationship, Bell said. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the current Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu.
That's
not
it.
a fan. Yo, not a fan at all.
That's the only thing, bro.
But what I know about this group...
They say the same shit.
They say the same fucking rehearsed line.
But what I know about this group is that they want to keep the relationship strong. Can we look at what Wesley Bell has to say for himself? This is posted on AIPAC's YouTube channel right now, live right now. You see the watermark in the corner?
AIPAC member.
AIPAC member.
Oh my God.
So here's what he says.
My name is Wesley Bell, Congressman from Missouri's 1st District, and I'm proud to stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters and support Israel, particularly in a time that has been very tumultuous. When we see what has happened in the last few years, it's even more apropos for us to stand with our friends and one of our greatest allies. And oftentimes what gets lost is that, yes, we support Israel, but Israel also supports us. So from our national security standpoint, Israel is a key strategic partner. And so it's important for us to stand with our friends. And I'm proud to be here standing with our Jewish brothers and sisters.
It's been tragic for who?
Can we pause? AIPAC.
It's been tragic for who?
We've been seeing what happened over the course of a couple of years. It's more important that we stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters. First of all, you can stand with your Jewish brothers and sisters without standing with Israel,
without
accepting $8 million.
And they love to like try to put that shit together, bro.
They can play, which is building on the anti-Semitism
Literally.
that talk about is spiraling right now.
Literally. Oh, I don't agree with Benjamin Netanyahu. It's like 93% of people that live in Israel agree
The
with
stakes
Benjamin
are
Netanyahu.
heightened.
What are you talking about?
The stakes are heightened by Bell's committee assignments because remember when you win a congressional seat, you get put on committees in the federal government.
Yeah.
Bell sits on the U.S. House Armed Services Committee, which oversees the Department of Defense and which recently placed on the House of Foreign Affairs, and he was recently placed on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, which oversees national security developments and developments affecting foreign policy. Bell's voting record offers some indication where he'll lie, Hellinger said. Hellinger is a professor emeritus at international relations at Webster University in St. Louis. He pointed to Bell's vote for legislation that would sanction the International Criminal Court for seeking arrest warrants against U.S. allies, including Israel.
Sanction the International
He
Court.
voted to you remember the ICC that Mamdani at the beginning of this episode called to arrest? Yeah, he voted to sanction them for daring to threaten to arrest Bibi Netanyahu. I
don't agree with Netanyahu.
Yep.
But we'll sanction y'all niggas if you try to arrest a war criminal.
When
Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
I don't even know how we're having this conversation.
He co-sponsored the U.S.-Israel Defense Partnership Act of 2025, which would authorize expanded defense-related cooperation between the two countries, which is when we merge our
militaries.
So he had a hand in that as well.
Yes. He co-sponsored it.
Co-sponsored it.
Yes.
Co-sponsored.
Oh.
Yep.
Not even a co-sign.
Not even co-sign. Co-sponsor.
In response to supporting the two pieces of legislation, Bell said Hamas, Iran, Hezbollah, and the Houthis, they don't just say death to Israel, period. They say death to Israel, comma, death to America. These are our sworn enemies. These are our sworn enemies. And we have allies in Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan that are on the front fighting for our sworn enemies. So why would we not support them with everything we have now? He also pointed to his co-sponsorship of a resolution condemning violence in the West Bank.
Condemning
because that makes it all okay.
Netanyahu
is bombing every single day.
Yes.
And we've seen it with our own eyes. Just think about
they
what
have
you've
a whole
seen.
website dedicated to that.
Think about what you've seen with your own eyes. They have a website dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga just, I don't even know how we're having this conversation. And like I said, though, it's because black people genuinely don't understand that these two things connect.
No, but and it's people like him are the reason why black people don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what has been his main attack line against someone like Cori Bush? Someone who his main attack line has been, she was too radical, criticizing Kamala Harris, was calling her a fascist, and then she voted against the like an infrastructure bill, which means that she can't work with no one else. There was actually, you remember when I said earlier in their career they were close?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Before Wesley Bell primaried Cori Bush, they got on the phone and Wesley Bell assured her that she was not going to run against her, that he was not going to run against her. He was running for Senate, but he was running for Senate in Missouri against a Republican. So he made the political calculation to drop out of that race and then primaried Cori Bush after calling on the phone asking for help. She was like, I can put you in contact with these people that can help with your campaign and everything, but we'll discuss like an endorsement in that race later, XYZ. Assured that would not be the case. I think he said verbatim, like, I am not running against you. I give you that on my word. And then immediately did it and took $8 million of AIPAC to do it and then won.
I wonder why. I wonder if he would have ran against her if he would have got that AIPAC money.
Is this nigga an ally? Is he an ally? He points to like Cori Bush not voting for that infrastructure bill that Biden and them is because a bunch of progressives held out their support for it because they wanted to include childcare in it too. And they cut it out of the final version of the bill. It was just infrastructure. Cori Bush, I think Jamal Bowman, who also got primaried $17 million from AIPAC and lost his seat that same election.
Yep.
They said, we're going to hold back some of our support because we have the Senate, we have the House, we have the presidency right now as the Democrats. Let's try to get some more progressive legislation in the legislation. The infrastructure bill was still getting, the whole reason why it was being held up in the first place is because there were moderate Democrats like Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema who were trying to take out every progressive part of the legislation out of there.
Wasn't that,
So they held off. So she didn't vote for it for that reason. Wesley Bell and AIPAC then came in and used that to attack her and be like, she's not working with nobody. She can't work with anybody. She can't reach across the aisle, despite she's worked with Republicans before.
Because that's what we need.
And that's why
across the aisle with the fascist niggas.
We got to reach across the aisle with them niggas.
We should vote for Wesley Bell because he can go in there and get stuff done.
With the niggas that for damn
get a bigger check for Israel. That's
for
what he
damn sure they wasn't gonna prosecute the nigga that killed Mike Brown.
Fuck no.
They clapped. They liked that shit. What niggas we got to work across the aisle with give a fuck about Mike Brown? Does Israel give a fuck about Mike Brown?
Fuck no. fuck no.
I tell you one person who did.
Cori Bush.
It's Cori Bush.
Bro.
Who was out there protesting, who was out there with people in the movement, offering aid, offering to run for the position, winning, advocating for. She did it. You know, Cori. You remember when Cori Bush slept outside of the fucking steps of the house?
Yeah.
To keep the eviction moratorium going after, the pandemic?
Yep.
Because niggas couldn't afford to live in their house, and she's still in her office protesting. People don't even do that in the Congress. How in the fuck would you ever suggest to me that we're supposed to come at beck and call for this fuck nigga?
Jasmine Crockett endorsed this nigga. Well, maybe not publicly on Threads.
Was at the fundraiser for the nigga saying
yes. You was at a fuck off. Yeah, you literally was at a fundraiser and was like, there's not a better option than Wesley Bell.
If elected Bush, Bush says she hopes to continue focusing on efforts she started laying the groundwork for in 2022. This includes the repeal of the Comstock Act, which some Republicans, including U.S. Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri, have asked the Trump administration to enforce, which basically would end the mailing of medical abortion. So she's going to go back to fighting to stop them from doing that. She also hopes to take up the mantle on the Equal Rights Amendment work. In 2023, she co-chaired the first ever congressional caucus for the Equal Rights Amendment, which was something that was supposed to have been passed in the 70s, basically ensuring equality between the genders in the Constitution. Mm-hmm. It's a constitutional amendment, which is why it still hasn't gotten passed, and the Republicans really don't want that shit. Nope. She said she plans to keep fighting Project 2025, increase childcare, health insurance, college housing, and she said we've got to get a free Gaza, we've got to get a free Lebanon, Cuba, Sudan, Congo, and just looking not only at the United States and how we've built here, but saving lives abroad as well. This is the person that AIPAC and St. Louis is being inundated with ads right now, being like, this person's unworkable. She didn't like Biden. She didn't like Kamala hard enough. Pay attention to that. Don't look at me not fulfilling my promises, being this progressive prosecutor nigga who's coming to save the day. Don't look at the fact that I also didn't charge a nigga for Mike Brown because I just don't want to fight that battle. Don't look at the $8 million from AIPAC while I sit on a committee that does foreign affairs and weapons defense. Why is a foreign lobby getting to pay for a seat to determine what our fucking arms get done for?
Insane.
That's what that is. And they're still not even registered as a foreign agent. That is corruption.
Horribly corrupt.
But she didn't like Kamala enough. They tried to get Daria Lisa with this. She said, fuck Kamala. Yeah, niggas are saying fuck Kamala and they still getting elected in this party. You know why? Because it's not Kamala. It's not personally Kamala. It's the politics that she represented was not transformative for many niggas in the country. Yeah. So they don't give not a fuck.
Nope.
I know enough about her to be like, I'm not going to come out here and scream from the mountaintop, fuck Kamala, fuck her, da da. Because I looked at her policies. She was okay given what the Democratic Party had to offer. Still not enough. Am I going to be mad at someone who said that though? No. Am I gonna be mad at a black woman, another black woman who saw through it and said she a fascist? No, I'm gonna go talk to her. What did she say? Why'd she say that? Put that on the mailer. But that's not it's not democracy determining these outcomes. It's a wealthy political party, a political apparatus headed by right-wing fucking billionaires who are trying to donate more and more money to stop any progress. People like her stand to upset the boat and everybody who's been rocking with it. I don't give a fuck if you like Wesley Bell. I don't give a fuck if you think he was moderately okay for the thing. That's compromised.
Yeah,
he's compromised.
Sure.
Like that's more than
he's
just like whether you like him or not, bro.
No.
This nigga works.
The nigga set up
this, bro. This nigga is on a committee and being paid by the niggas who benefit off the committee he's on, bro. That is literally just
corruption.
That's just corruption. And then what are you gonna bring back to us?
That is what we call in every single corporate setting. What is that called in every single corporate setting? A conflict of fucking interest.
Quid pro quo.
You would never, ever, ever let shit like that slide in your job, your day-to-day.
A nigga
we should not be letting that slide in the government.
Just for this nigga to buy a Durango with public funds.
Like, literally.
That's alleged, and that is actually written. I don't even know if it's alleged more than it's confirmed. But yes, that was also a thing with him. You misusing public funds.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
He's bought like 200,000. Let me find the. Let me actually, and we'll wrap it up here because this is a great note to end on.
That nigga said, "Yo, we been seeing the things that's been happening. We gotta stand with our." Nigga, what?
Wesley Bell Durango. Wesley Bell used $350,000 in campaign cash to buy his friend's Dodge Durango. In the weeks before the primary election, victory over then Rep. Cori Bush in St. Louis. Wesley Bell's campaign it reported an expense in its federal election filings, according to the document.
Before the election.
Before he won and beat her. The campaign spent $35,000 and $35,086 on what it called campaign auto. The auto, according to Associated Bells.
We live in the car.
The auto, according to Associated Bells, and subsequently confirmed the job site by the Bell campaign, was an all-black Dodge Durango. Represents a highly unusual purchase for a campaign, particularly in its waning weeks. Even more unusually, the campaign listed Central
put
Bank
stickers on it that said "Vote for West" on it.
Even
Black
more
Durango.
Black Durango.
Even more unusually, the campaign listed Central Bank in St. Louis as the recipient of the funds, suggesting Bell's campaign paid off somebody's loan in order to acquire the vehicle.
Fucking hell.
It's over, bro.
We gotta stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters.
We gotta
stand with our black brothers.
I was gonna say we gotta stand with our
and we
black
gotta let
brothers
you
and
know that all
sisters,
skin
nigga.
folk is not kinfolk. We gotta let you know that you are currently trying to be bamboozled and duped.
Led astray.
We are supposed to stand with our black brothers and sisters and let them know that it's not enough nowadays for niggas to just walk up and be like, I'm a black man, I got curly hair, and I could be a prosecutor. No. What's your policy, gang? Your policy cannot just be, I'm a vote in line with Joe Biden if you gave us him like that. No. Tell me where your principles are. Get off the fucking AIPAC money. Get off the fucking committees that directly implicate you having the AIPAC money. Do the shit that you were meant to do as a goddamn prosecutor and go do that in that office. I don't need you in the national spotlight trying to direct what black political messaging needs to be if you can't fucking call it how it is on Michael Brown.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. I don't care what race you are. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
stop trying to dupe niggas with niggas who look like us.
You didn't prosecute the officer.
Like, bro, y'all.
That's the one you did.
You didn't prosecute the officer that you said you was gonna do.
That's it.
Then you got on the fucking. You're on AIPAC's YouTube channel. What the fuck? You're on AIPAC's YouTube channel. We gotta stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters, trying to correlate AIPAC with all the Jewish people. No, that's not how it is.
St. Louis, come together and stand with each other and stand with Cori Bush.
Oh,
the
God,
fuck?
man.
That AIPAC bread gotta.
We're not falling for it. You niggas gotta try. This shit too easy. I almost posted on Threads just out of impulse last night. Like, don't fucking vote for Wesley Bell. This shit too obvious. Like, this shit too obvious. You need to be tuning in.
Bro,
I'm
about to make a video today and say fuck that nigga. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, no.
What you gonna say to me? Like
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
It's public information,
shit, dog.
It's public information.
You like y'all niggas lying,
yes,
bro.
and we're watching you. So yes, sir. Please, if you're in the St. Louis area, tune into that election. Go see if Cori Bush has something for you on her platform. She probably does. Because I'm not gonna ever just blindly endorse a nigga. I looked at her policies. I looked at her record. I endorse her, but you should go find what you need.
Oh God, do your own research.
Just don't vote for fucking Wesley Bell. That's a missile that you need to dodge. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of The Jam.
My nigga Allen in spirit.
My nigga Allen in spirit. I know he's gonna really rock with how the episode wrapped up. If y'all rocked with how the episode wrapped up, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on our individuals. JOMJ8.
Which one, man?
A Be The Artist by Alan.
And by Alan Arden.
Yes, of course. Thank you guys for joining us. 68, we getting into 70 now. So
yes, sir.
Oh,
getting up there.
Next 30 finna be crazy.
Oh my gosh, next 30 gonna be crazy. We gonna keep bringing y'all the truth, the evidence, the real perspectives, and yeah, of course. Please, like we said, also hit up the Patreon.
Yeah, hit up the Patreon.
Patreon.com/thejaampodcast.
Have an awesome day or night wherever you may be, and peace.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
need
do
to
shit? Like,
I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.